Heatherfield Road, Boiling Springs Road, Old Dover Road. It's right over the military residence area right as we speak. So hopefully those folks are sheltering in place, getting down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. It's going over Cooper Creek Road right now. It just went over basically Indian Mound Road, that area right in there where we were talking about Red Top Road. That's where it was over before, but now it looks like it's shifting and moving and developing right up here. So again, Woodlawn Road, 79, where 79 crosses into, let me just see this road here. It looks like 41A. That's another area of concern. It looks like it's paralleling 79. It's going to go directly into downtown Clarksville on this rate. So want to point this out again. Hard to tell exactly where the debris is being lofted, but this is the storm right in here. And I'll show you on the velocity product here that we do have this signature here right over 79 that we have to watch for. So again, let me put a storm track on this, a little smaller of one, so everybody that's close by knows this. But again, if you are along 79 on the west side of Clarksville, I need you to take your tornado precautions. It's literally on top of you right now. Sabre Army Airfield. Bel Air Estate's going to be over you very quickly. New Providence, 146. Clarksville, you'll see us at 149. Governor's Field, 149. Winfield Dunn Center, 149. Okay, and what were you going to say? You have Clarksville. Oh, you have a camera on Clarksville. That's good. Do we see anything on the camera? Let's see. Okay, so that's dark clouds. We might want to shift that Clarksville camera if we can, guys.
Yeah, we'll see if we can...
and move that to the west, and we'll go back to that one shortly, too. Okay, before I go back to that, though, I want to make sure we see this. So we are going to stay with you because we have a tornado warning. Let's give you a full picture. If you want to go back to the radar real quick while Davis gets that into perspective here, I want to show everybody this. There's Nashville. Here's where the severe storm is. Here's where the tornado warning is. It's right into downtown Clarksville. Want to make sure you know that that is an observed tornado. That means if we're saying your street name, you need to take your tornado precautions. I do not want to forget about my friends out west, which we will go into this as well, but this is about to enter western Carroll County. Want to make sure you know this. There is a tornado for you as well. A tornado warning. It is not observed, though, but it is right here in the greens and reds by Milan and about to move in. And I just want to do a storm track here for the folks in the western counties. And
Danielle, while you get that up, I'm going to let you know that just 1 minute ago, there was a confirmed tornado. It was located 9 miles southeast of Big Rock and 12 miles southwest of Fort Campbell. It's moving eastward at 25 miles per hour. So if you are east of Fort Campbell, you need to be in your safe place. That's exactly where this storm is going. Looks like it could get closer to Northwest High School, along with the Mosaic Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Planet Fitness. If you're over at Walmart, Frontline Games, getting closer to Heritage Park Sports Complex, Aldi, Kroger, all of these places that are just north of Highway 79, and it's getting closer and closer to Highway 41 as well.
Okay, good to know. And okay, so just we want to make sure we showed this real fast on the Carroll County storm, because then I'm going to go back because I got to go street to street with Clarksville right now. But this is the Carroll County storm. So for all of you folks in, say, Hickory Flat, get ready for a tornado warning. Huntingdon, get ready for a tornado warning. Westport, you see, you've got like less than 30 minutes to get down to your safe zone. So if you're in western Carroll County right now, this is out in West Tennessee, I need you to take your tornado precautions too, getting down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. But I want to go back to that storm over near Clarksville because that's about to hit downtown Clarksville, and really important that we talk about that. She did say it went north. It's, you know, it's right at Fort Campbell right now, and you can kind of see this is where the rotation is right here. I'm going to zoom down to streets because I want to make sure everyone's aware of this. This is going to go on the northern side of Clarksville. So if you live, I mean, it's right by Fort Campbell right now, literally. It's going to be going over roads like, I mean, this is the Fort Campbell Air Force Base, so let me go over to here. Jordan Springs, Evans Road, North Liberty Church Road, 374, 41A, or 79 and 41A. You need to take your tornado precautions if you're on the west side of that, near, say, Wooddale Drive, Lafayette Road, Cunningham Lane. And I see we got a new severe thunderstorm warning, but I'll get to that in just a second. That's for Todd and Christian County up in southern Kentucky. But again, I'm going to zoom down to some more streets because there's a lot to get to. Appleton Drive, Spees Drive, North Liberty Church Road, Donna Drive. This is in Montgomery County. If you are in Montgomery County, west of Clarksville, if you think there's somebody outside right now or shopping or whatever, you know, it's the middle of the day, it's 1:37, call them and let them know. This is on the northwest side of Clarksville. There is a tornado warning storm coming your way and coming your way fast. We already had confirmation. It was on the ground. It's right in this area here. And again, it's right over the Fort Campbell Air Force Base, about to cross over Boiling Springs Road, Jordan Springs Road, Pleasant Mill Road. Hopefully you're taking your tornado precautions. You have no time. Jordan Springs Road, you've got 1 minute. I need you to get down now. North Liberty Church Road, get down now. Old Dover Road, get down now. Woodland Road, get down now. If you're 79, along 79, where it hits into 41A, and you're on the west side of 41A, I need you to get down low right now.
And Danielle, here's a few more spots that you might know as landmarks in that area. You've got Minglewood Elementary School. You've got New Providence Middle School. There's the Planet Fitness. There's the Starbucks. That same Walmart that I was just talking to that kind of clips over Highway 79 and 41. You've got the Aldi. You've got the Cycle Laundromat. You've got the Full Gospel Tennessee Church. You've got Bee's Hair Salon. You've got the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and you've got Northwest High School. All of these spots, if any of this sounds familiar to you, you need to be in your safe place.
Oh, yes, and go ahead, Davis.
If we could ask our director if they could punch up the Clarksville camera. If they can't do that from down there, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, we're pointing towards the more or less west-northwest right now. The First Presbyterian Church on Main Street is just off to the left of the screen.
Lightning.
And I think we're looking right now at the storm that's moving into Clarksville. Now, that building's in the way. We don't see anything right now dropping from that storm, but that's the leading edge of the storm that's moving into Clarksville as we speak right now, and that is the tornado-warned storm. Now, there's likely a rotation just off the screen in the background there. I'll try to maybe see if I can pan over to the left just a little bit, but you know, of course, we got this building in the way, and the First Presbyterian Church might be in the way there. But that's the storm coming into Clarksville. I'm going to look down Main Street here, and we're just going to keep monitoring this camera right here as best we can. But that's the view right now from Clarksville of the storm as it literally comes in from the west, about to cross the Cumberland River not too long from now and move into the Clarksville area. So everybody in Clarksville should be getting into their safe place right now as this coming up right up the highway from the west into the Clarksville area. Back to you, Danielle.
I was going to say, and Davis, please let me know if you start to see anything on that camera. We need to know that. If you get any storm reports of any damage coming in, guys, from the chat, please let me know as well. That's the National Weather Service chat that we talk and communicate through. But I do want to show you the green and red here. This is still holding together. The green is the wind going to the radar. The red is the wind going away. When you see it linking up like this, that's where that possible tornado is on the ground. It was confirmed on the ground over around the Air Force Base. They could see it. So again, if you are just east of the Air Force Base, if you are northwest of Clarksville, I really need you to get down low. Lowest level center of a room with no windows. And see how that bright green is starting to jump up there? That makes me nervous that it's starting to strengthen a little bit more. Yes. Go ahead, Davis.
Here, our friend Ryan Hosted at the National Weather Service says the tornadic circulation is weakened and no longer seeing the debris signature. Now, the current trend suggests no additional tornado warning right now. So that's sort of some good news, but we don't want to let our guard down here in Clarksville just yet. But the radar operator at the National Weather Service in Nashville saying the tornadic circulation is weakened and no longer seeing the debris signature, and their current trend suggests no additional tornado warning at this time. But we're going to continue to monitor this as this tornado warning is still ongoing. And any updates on the tornado warning out of Gibson and Carroll also come as time goes on as well. We do have another storm back that way, but right now we don't have any new information on that.
Okay, keep me on the loop with that. That's good to know. What I am concerned with is I'm starting to watch a little bit of a bulging going on just north of this, maybe where the rotation weakened, and then maybe it's starting to pick up as it gets closer to Oak Grove. Let me show you what I mean here. First of all, we've got a good hail core going, but we've got some greens and reds here. And then if I look at the debris tracker, looks like something, now this could be just hail coming out of it, but right by, say, like this area just south of Oak Grove, there looks like something might be trying to do something. I don't know if that's just hail coming out of the clouds, but we're going to be watching that carefully too.
Put me up.
Again, the greens, the reds, that's the concern right in this area. It looks like it's outside actually the polygon right now where I'm more concerned with it, starting to try to tighten up. That would be on the northwest side of Clarksville, as you can see right here. This is where that potential rotation would be. Notice it kind of broadened out along the Air Force Base, but maybe trying to reform. There might be another circulation starting to develop here that we're going to have to watch. And if that gets going. Yes, go ahead.
And Danielle, I just wanted to let you know that we do have another damage report. Now, this is going to be, again, we talked about Red Top Road already, but this is Red Top Road in Gillum Hollow over in Indian Mound. That's in Stewart County, okay? That means that we do have a few of these power lines down. There's debris on the roads, and they do have fire units en route.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. We were looking at that one before when we were zooming in. I believe it was right over here. Yep, when we were St. Paul Road, and there's Indian Mound, and we were zooming into that and telling you that's where the rotation was. So that's something that we're going to have to watch between Stewart and Montgomery County. If you guys have any damage coming in safely, let us know too. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Please stay safe out there today. This is a big deal of a day. I want to warn everybody that this is just the beginning of a day that could be potentially more tornado warnings. Right now, we've got 2 active tornado warnings, and I want to make sure we're clear on that. As you can see here, this one in particular, it looks like the circulation weakened in the actual tornado warning, but I'm really concerned with this area right up here. So let me just show you again. Right up in this area here, it looks like it's kind of trying to get its act back together. This would be near south of Oak Grove. Let me look on the other radar and see if anything's happening a little bit here. I mean, it could be broad, but near Trimble Boulevard, it's really 41A, where 41A meets 374, be near Lafayette Road. I mean, it's just north of downtown Clarksville, where there could be possible rotation. Okay, and that would be moving, if that continues, let me see how that's tracking real quick here, to the east at about 35 miles an hour. So this would be on the northern side of Montgomery County, kind of along the Kentucky-Tennessee state line that we're going to have to watch. Now, I also want to point out that besides this one tornado warning we have here, where it was observed at one point, I want to go back to our western communities because we do have a storm rolling into Carroll County. This is going to be into Huntington very, very shortly. And I haven't really done any investigation on this. It looks like, you know, it's broad-based, but there's a few areas that look like they're touching here. I'm just going to look at this real quick here and see. We got one maybe right here near McLaren, Mooresville, and then we got one down here as well. But both of these would be going east at about 35. So if that's the case, these were going to be heading towards, say, Huntington at about 157. Howley, it's going to be near you very quickly, and it's going to be near, let me just see what's going on here. Montgomery. Okay, so guys, that circulation I was watching, looks like they just issued it for it.
First of all, let's go back to our Clarksville camera. Okay, and
let's
Shelby's got updates on the warnings. The one's expiring, but they're also adding more. So Shelby, you explain that. If we could take our camera, I think we're seeing the lowering at least of the cloud cover there. You see off to the northwest there, just in the northern parts of town. That's probably at least like the wall cloud or the lowering. Whether we've got an actual tornado on the ground or not, that is not determined by this picture. But that's probably what we're looking at on radar right now, but being seen live on our Clarksville, our Tennessee Lottery camera in Clarksville. And Shelby, update us on the warnings real quick.
And so, Danielle, you're exactly right. So that tornado did hop out of the warning, so they've issued a new warning. This one's going to last until 10:15. It's going to be for northeastern Montgomery County. So again, it's just north of Clarksville. We're going to continue to watch this because of that severe thunderstorm, like Davis said, that we're watching that could be dropping down a tornado at any minute. So right now that rotation is radar indicated, but there is that chance for some debris to start coming together. Again, you need to take your shelter right now.
Right.
It does look like we do have a hail signature with this as well.
I was going to say, so Shelby, you just added that. And not only that, it's because that signature actually jumped up a little bit, and it's now in northern Montgomery County, but they just issued a tornado warning now for Christian and Todd counties as well, folks, because this is going to go along the Kentucky-Tennessee state line. So my friends up north in Kentucky haven't gotten really a tornado warning yet. It's your turn too now. So everybody look at this. I want to show you the velocity product here because this is where the signature is. And see, this is Oak Grove. There's Trenton, Kentucky. This is north of Clarksville. Clarksville's right down here. There's the green, wind going to the radar. There's the red, wind going away. And that's why they have reissued the tornado warnings as it's starting to tighten right back up. If we do get this on the camera, by the way, guys, I'd love to see it, or any damage reports. But again, this is moving east-northeast at about 45 miles an hour. It has picked up speed, too. I just looked at the latest prog. So let me, real fast here. And again, like Shelby mentioned, it's Doppler technically radar indicated. It's now a radar confirmed tornado. Guys, it's a radar confirmed tornado. So we'll just show you this real fast here, and I'm going to zoom down and get to some streets because it's right over Tobacco Road. Okay, just so you guys can see this here. There's Clarksville off in the distance here, right here. Here's Clarksville. All right, there's where the tornado warning or the tornado would potentially be. That's Oak Grove, Kentucky. So it's between them. Okay, and so it's north of 374. It is crossing where 374 and 41A would be. I would tell you that it's going to be near Henry Place Boulevard. Right now it's on Tobacco Road, Jack Miller Road, down here, Brookmead Drive, Grassmere Drive, Ringgold Road, Old Mill Road, Britton Springs Road. It's on top of you. Yes.
I do have some of those landmarks that go along with that. So the Clarksville Regional Airport, that is exactly where it's at right now, just north of Jack Miller Boulevard. It's also going to continue to make its way closer to Westbrook's Coffee, the Way Church, Tiny Town RV Park. Make sure you are in your safe place. China One, U-Haul Neighborhood Dealer. You've got Rooms for Less Warehouse. You've got the Walmart that's over there by Conrad Drive, Tovar Mobile Auto Repair. You've got Dave's Lock and Key. And then as it continues to get closer to the Tennessee and Kentucky state line, you've got Heavenly Hands Child Care, Maples Unlimited Photography. And then once it crosses over into Kentucky, we're going to see it getting closer to the United Korean Church and Eagle Mini Storage.
Okay, thank you for that. And yes,
Take
Davis?
the Clarksville camera again. I'm pretty sure we're looking at the potential at least wall cloud, if not circulation on the ground. I mean, it's possible that's a rain shaft because, you know, I'm not there close enough to see it, but that if there's anything that's looking like it's possibly the rotation that we are tracking on radar.
That might be on the ground,
that's,
Davis.
That's probably it right there. So you're looking at a live view of our Clarksville camera. And that's looking generally towards the north, basically, out of Clarksville, northwest maybe, from the Main Street camera that we have right there, our Tennessee Lottery camera looking on towards the north. And it's moving pretty much the direction that we're seeing, and the flags that I've seen around there are all showing inflow sort of into that particular storm. So I'm pretty sure that's what
Davis,
we're looking at right there.
It's on the ground. There's debris.
Yeah.
There's debris, guys.
Okay.
It's on the ground. That's on the ground. That's on the ground. There's a debris
there's
tracker. We go here and
Yeah,
look at
that's-
this. Oh, God.
Well,
okay,
that's-
okay.
that's for sure right
That's
there.
for sure. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going down to the streets, guys. I got to do this. Okay, it's over Tobacco Road. It's on the ground between Tobacco Road, Black Oak Circle. It's right between 6310 and then it's down towards, say, Ringgold Road. This is going to be, I mean, guys, this is the debris right in here. Right in here. It's on the ground. It's literally on the ground. Okay, so folks, right in here, 41A, 374. So if you are north of 374, east of 41A, I need you to get down the lowest level center of the ground. That tornado is on the ground. It is throwing debris. That is the brightest signature we've seen all day today. So that is going to the east. That white you see means stuff is getting lofted in the air. We need to take it seriously right now, guys. If you are near West Creek Coyote Trail, Henry Place Road. This is in Montgomery County. If I say your street name, get down low. You have no time. Bandera Drive, Peachers Mill Road, West Boy Scout Road, Dan Brown Road. I mean, if you want to show the live, oh, it's jumping fast. There's the debris again. Okay, so it's going to be near Jackie Lorraine Road. It's over Sensory Circle right now. Brook Hill Road, West Boy Scout Road. Peachers Mill Road, it's directly on top of you right now. I hope you're down low in your center of a room with no windows. If you have friends that you think are out and about doing things, get them downstairs. Lowest level center of a room with no windows. This is on the ground. I mean, we can probably show the Clarksville camera again as I say street names. Just
If Kavarius, if you could double box it, it'd be great. But we're pretty sure we're seeing it right there.
There it is
on our Clarksville camera. And you know, if you want to make a double box, that's
I don't know
possible.
if he can do that, but if he can't, it's okay. I'm going to say street names and we're showing it. That is the tornado on the ground. Keep that. And I'm going to tell street names. If I say street names, I need you to get down low. We've got Broad Ripple Drive. We've got Jackie Lorraine Drive. We've got Needmore Road. We've got Cabana Drive. We've got Emerald Court. We've got Clearwater Road, Clearwater Drive, Tower Road, Broad Ripple Drive. We've got Apache Way. We've got North Henderson Way, Haddington Drive, yes.
And if you need just a few of those landmarks, we've got Prestige Auto Care, Andrew Dudley Cemetery, Concord Missionary Baptist Church, Goodwill Retail Store, the Hazelwood Elementary School, the UPS store. If you hear anything that sounds like you know it, you need it to get into your safe place. There's also the Publix supermarket at Shops at Peachers Mill that we were talking about earlier.
Okay, and just to confirm, everybody, just so everybody knows, what I'm showing you here, this product is called Debris Tracker. When you see a bright white like this is debris being lofted in the air. That means it's a confirmed tornado on the ground. So as I say your street name, we need you to get down low, and you need to do it now. You have no time. If you are on the northern edge of Montgomery County, where it hits into the Kentucky state line, I need you to get down low. It's about to cross over Interstate 24 here along the Kentucky-Tennessee state line. If you know anyone around there on that road, please tell them to get off it immediately. We got a new tornado warning, too, but we'll get to that in just a second. Oh, that's for Logan County, because it's probably going into there, too. Yes.
I want to let you know that this storm has actually gained strength, right? So it is now moving northeastward at 45 miles per hour. It was 35, and so that strength, it means that we're going to have that larger funnel, meaning that it could really start hitting even more things in its path.
Okay, can we go to the Clarksville camera? Can we still see it on it? I'm just curious.
Yeah, you can still see.
You can still see it. Okay, so here it is. It's like lowering down right behind that building. You can see that. It doesn't look good. Okay, so that is a tornado. Folks, if you're watching our TV screen, we are showing you right now a tornado that is on the ground in Montgomery County going towards the Kentucky-Tennessee state line in that area there. Davis is moving the camera.
The threat
for us,
is now
showing that
considerable, by the way, Danielle.
Threat is considerable. If I say your street name right now, I need you to go down lowest level, center of a room with no windows, and do it now. You have little to no time. If you're watching this, tell anybody you think in this area from, say, it's about to cross over Interstate 24 near Sandpiper Drive. It's going to be near Jockey Drive. I mean, this is going right into Kentucky, too. So this is going to be near Askew Road, Sage Lane, Trenton Road, North Woodstock Road. It's right over Barker's Mill Road right now, Union Camp Boulevard. It's over Berkshire Drive. It's over Needmore Road. Hopefully you're down low. Please, please, please be down low. Henderson Way. This is literally going to you in Barker's Mill Road. This is about to cross Interstate 24, northern Montgomery County. This is going to go, just so I can make sure I got my bearings right here, going into Christian and then Todd counties. Christian and Todd counties. This is a large confirmed tornado that is on the ground. Again, I'm showing you, I know there's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings right now, but this is really, really important. This is going through some populated areas. I want to make sure people are taking their tornado precautions. I mean, this is on the ground. It's near Tylertown Road now. It is over Interstate 24. It's throwing debris over Interstate 24. I wonder if we even had a highway camera in there. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. But, okay, you can see this here as I'm going to go into the streets because this is going to go into Big Pond Road. This is going to go into what looks like Todd County. It's right on the line of Todd, Christian County. It's northern Montgomery County over Interstate 24. I have no idea what mile marker this is. Man-O-War Drive, Tylertown Road, Henderson Will Ray. Just so you guys can see this on the bigger map, you see where that dot is there. This is where the actual tornado warning is and where there's debris being lofted on the ground right here. So again, Man-O-War Boulevard, Isaac Drive, Big Pond Road, heading to you next. I mean, this is moving northeast. And it's moving at 45 miles an hour, like Shelby mentioned. So again, it's going to go directly to Trenton. If I do a quick storm track on this too, real fast, just so you guys see this, Trenton, you better get in your safe zone immediately because it's coming to you. And then it's going to be coming to, I mean, Guthrie, you're going to be on, if you're on the west side of Guthrie, you need to take your tornado precautions. Elkton, get ready to take your tornado precautions. But right now, the roads that it's near, it's right over Interstate 24, Sandpiper Drive, moving to Trenton Road, Askew Road, Big Pond Road. This is a confirmed large tornado on the ground. Again, folks, this is the debris signature. I want to make sure people are aware of this. Right in this area you see right here is where the large tornado is on the ground. See, it's jumping. So there's the debris being lofted. It just went over Interstate 24. I want to see, do we still have it on the camera? Because I do want to show you that. It's a good visual confirmation if we have it on the Clarksville camera. If we can show that real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at the camera. You can see that dark space in the background there. That is probably the tornado on the ground right there, as you can see.
And Danielle?
Yes.
If you need just a few landmarks again, as we get into Kentucky, it's going to be crossing over into Christian County Welcome Center. You've got Chapel Hill Church. You've got Country View Creamery, Woodward Cemetery. Now, that's a little bit farther north, but that's exactly where this storm is headed.
Okay, good to know. And if you guys start to get any damage reports, please let me know. I'm sure we're getting damage right now. I would not be surprised. But again, this is going this way. And so it's going to be going towards Trenton, Kentucky. And if I expand out here, because this is definitely on the ground right now, this debris is being thrown. This is going to go towards Elkton. I mean, this is going to hit some areas for sure. It's going to be near Herman at 212, Elkton 218, Bradshaw 215, Standard Field 216. Now let's go down to some street level here. Again, you have double boxes on it? Oh, that's great. So we can see the tornado. Davis, if you can get that tornado, show it.
Yeah, we're going back to it right now. We're sort of scanning around to see what else we can see nearby. But at this time, that one dark area in the background that's way north of Austin P right now, in the northern part of the county there, that you see in the background, is likely our tornado that you're tracking on the ground at this time. And you can see the reds and the greens on the left, and then you see the live view on the right.
Yep.
And hey, Danielle, I want to let you know that our friends over in Trenton, Kentucky just let me know that their power is out. So
Okay.
just an FYI, if you are in Trenton, Kentucky, your power, if it's not out yet, it's about to be. So make sure to hop on Facebook Live. Make sure you get the live stream from our website. Make sure you have the WKRN weather app, because the power is likely to be going out soon with all these power lines going down with this tornado. We don't have any damage reports in just yet, but it does look like they're going to be issuing, if it's not been issued already, a tornado warning for Logan County as this tornado continues to move.
Yeah, and I think they do actually have that issued. I'm pretty sure at this point, but I want to show you the damage here. Big Pond Road. It also looks like it's Brown Lane. It's over right now. This is okay. So folks, just so we know where we're at, this is going to be in Todd County, and then the tornado warning now has been issued to Logan County too. You can see this as we expand out. I'll show you the map here. These are the cells that we were watching. I want to point this out to you. We've got several severe thunderstorm warnings. Here's Nashville, as you can see right here. Here's Nashville. These storms are north and west of Nashville, but they're lifting north and east at 45 miles an hour. The reason we're sticking with this is we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, probably doing a lot of damage. Not to mention, we've got several other storms developing back here. They have not moved over this air mass yet. This air mass is the same as it is up there, which means spinning is likely and tornadoes are possible as we continue. Yes, go ahead.
I want to let you know, with this confirmed tornado that's in Todd County, we do have confirmation that debris is being lofted over 10,000 feet.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so here we go. It's literally moving towards Trenton right now. Trenton, if you live south of Trenton, if you are along the Tennessee-Kentucky state line, west of Guthrie, south of Trenton, I need you to get down low, center of a room with no windows. Big Pond Road. This is going to be over in Todd County, Kentucky. Hammocksville Road. If I say your street name, get down low. You have no time. Lawson Poindexter Road, Seas Road, Petcham Road. Trenton, you need to get down low. Lowest level center of a room. This is literally over Davenport Road right now, LE National Drive. It's right by Big Pond Road. This is over in Kentucky now. The circulation has shifted into Todd County in Kentucky. Now, as I show you the debris here, you can see this, and it looks like there's two almost debris. I mean, there's something over. Now I'm getting nervous. There's something over Trenton. If there's two things going on here, or if it's just debris being lofted so high that it's getting kicked out ahead of the storm, which would not be good. If you can see this here, I've got one right here. I've got one right here. So I would not be surprised if stuff's being lofted at you in Trenton, downtown Trenton right now, Kentucky. Please get down low, lowest level center of a room with no windows. There's also debris by Chester Stall Road. You get down low. You have no time. Hammocksville Road, Jack Gray Road, Lester Lane, Lester Chapel Road. This is about to go over 41. About to go over 41 between Guthrie and Trenton. We have debris being lofted from this tornado. It is large. It is on the ground. It's probably a violent tornado. I need you to take your tornado precautions now. Going down, lowest level, center of the room. By the way, we have a double box showing you the Clarksville camera there. That is, again, our Tennessee Lottery camera in Clarksville, and that is the tornado in the distance. It's hard to see now, but we were watching it. We were following it on the ground, and now it looks like debris is being lofted in almost two spots. I'm getting really concerned with this. So, again, we want to continue to watch all of this here. So let's go over streets again, because I want to get right to it if we can. Up, and then we just got a new tornado warning. What's this one for, guy? Oh, Todd. So it's going to Todd. Okay. So it just got updated for Todd County. Okay, so we've got, let's see, I just want to make sure I'm doing this, show everything out here again. This is for Todd County. We've got the tornado warning, Logan County too. We've got Todd, considerable observed tornado warning. That's what they're saying, okay? So again, and we want to make sure we get down. We'll show you the green and red again, because this is very important for you to see this here. The greens and reds, here it is, right in this area here is where the rotation is. It is literally right over Chester Stall Road, Hammocksville Road, Big Pond Road, Lawson Poindexter Road, Jack Gray Road, about to go over
Danielle,
41. Yes.
Just to give you a quick update, it's about 4 miles west of Guthrie, 8 miles northeast of Clarksville, so it is moving out of Clarksville, and then it is moving at 40 miles per hour northeastward.
Okay, good to know. And keep me updated if you guys get any damage reports. I want to actually go street to street, and I want to, if you don't mind, I want to kind of take this graphic, because I'm going to show the debris tracker here and get on the screen here just to show you streets. But we want to make sure people are aware here. Okay, so we are now looking at Todd County, where the observed, confirmed, large, violent tornado is. Okay, it's southern Todd County. Like Shelby just mentioned, it's out of Montgomery County now. Probably did some damage there, but now it's right here. You see that green? That's the wind going to the radar. You see that red? That's the wind going away from the radar. It's right by Hammocksville Road, Lawson Poindexter Road. This is about to go. See, there's Trenton. There's Trenton. If you're on the south side of Trenton, the east side of Trenton, I need you to take your tornado precautions now. Lowest level center of room. If you're around 41, get down now. You have no time. There's a large tornado on the ground. Here's the thing. I know it's daytime, but you're not going to see it. It's going to be rain wrapped. There's going to be hail with it. It's going to be very hard to see. There's Hilton Road. There's Sid Nab Road. There's Old Railroad Lane. There's Pincham Road right in here. And I'm going to show you one more product we use. Yes, Davis, go ahead.
Officially now, as you've just been showing, the circulation is in Kentucky now. So it is officially out of Montgomery County right now. The warning hasn't expired yet, but technically speaking, that circulation has left Montgomery County in Kentucky. You've been shown that in the radar, and people have obviously seen that, but I just wanted to let people that are in the Clarksville area in Montgomery County, you've had a tornadic storm go through your area, but it is no longer in Montgomery County, but it is in South Kentucky right now, right where Danielle is tracking it. And really the closest place would be it's west of Guthrie and just about to cross the Highway 41 between Trenton and Guthrie right now. So you can see Highway 41 on Danielle's screen. That is debris she's showing there on Lawson Poindexter Road, Danielle.
Yeah, I was going to say, Davis, and there you go. See how that debris is moving? So this is the debris tracker. When you see the greens, the whites all pushing together, that's where things are being thrown into the air, confirming that we have a tornado on the ground. We do have just that. So Trenton is up here. As Davis mentioned, Guthrie is right behind me here. If you live south of Trenton, west of Guthrie, I need you to get down the lowest level center of a room with no windows. And Shelby, go ahead.
There's not many landmarks there, but what we've got is Tin Barn. You've got Cal Maine Foods, the Country Pantry, and then just up north a little bit farther. So where it's coming directly to is Gray Farms. You've got Pincham Pallets and then Pincham Tack Store. So that's where this storm is headed. It's going to continue to move northeastward.
Very good. So you heard the landmarks from Shelby. She's going to continue to do this. On this path, it's going to clip northern Guthrie, okay? On this direct path, I'm just showing you this, and I'm going to get down the streets again. But again, it's going to be near Anderson, probably going directly over you at 209. You have 6 minutes or less, Anderson. If you know anyone in Anderson, let them know there's a confirmed tornado heading in their direction. Haydensville, you're going to see this at 212. Olmsted, 225. And then you'll see it as it moves up north. There's Allensville here. It's in the direct path of Allensville at 219. So just a heads up. There is Guthrie. There is Trent, kind of splitting the difference and going between them as we speak. But you see those greens, those oranges on the map there? That is where the debris is being thrown in the air, and it is a large, violent tornado on the ground. So it's right over Lawson Poindexter Road. It's right here near Chester Stall Road. I was talking about this before. It's about to literally go over 41. Literally go over 41. So if you think anyone's on that highway right now, let them know there's a tornado, a large one, about to go over it. There's Lester Chapel Road. Get down low. You have no time. Sid Nab Road. I need you to get down low. You have no time. Look at it. It's literally crossing over 41 right now as we speak. I hope nobody is on the road right now. That is not good. That is not good news. Folks, this is serious. It's a large tornado on the ground. The time is 2:04 in the afternoon. This is over in Todd County. This will be moving to Logan County next. So I want to warn you, it is out of Montgomery County, like Davis mentioned too, but these are going to be going, over roads like, for example, let me zoom in here, Old Railroad Road, Pincham Road, Waltus Turner Road, Meredith Lane, Herman Road, Dr. Boyles Road. 79 is also coming in here. So this is actually paralleling, if you can see this here, there's the debris. This is where the tornado is throwing up debris in the air, right here, okay? So it's right in here where we have a large tornado confirmed on the ground if you're on the northwest side of Guthrie, get down low now. You have 0 minutes, I would tell you. If you know anyone between this right in here, please let them know. Pincham Road going right to you. And look at where it's directly going. This is going to parallel. This is 79 here. Okay, as we go into Todd County, and then that would go into Logan County, that's going to slide right north of Allensville. Right north of Allensville, too. So if you're in Allensville, and you're on the west side of Allensville right now, I'd say get down low. If you're on the northwest side of Guthrie, get down low. It's coming right at you. Some roads that it's on right now, it's literally over top Lester Chapel Road. That's East Lester Chapel Road. It's on 41 as we speak, throwing up debris. As I look at the signature here, there's the green, there's the red, and I'll zoom out so you can kind of see this. It's very well defined right here. There is the green and red. The green is the wind going to the radar. The red is the wind going away. That's a TDS right there where there's that tornado on the ground. You can see it. It's very coupleted together, and that is going between Guthrie and Trenton. Again, this is Todd County in Kentucky. This is headed directly towards west side of Allensville, northwest side of Allensville. Guthrie, it's literally northwest of you right now. So I need you to take your tornado precautions going down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. And as you can see here, as I put this on the map, so you can kind of see where everything is and what's going on here. We've got several severe thunderstorm warnings back to the west. We're going to be following these storms because all these are starting to develop, and these will be pushing that way more and pushing into air that has not been worked over just yet. But we're staying with this because we do have that confirmed tornado on the ground, and it is on the ground again in Todd County. And it's going towards Logan County, and it's very, very easy to see this on the map, and that's scary to me.
And Danielle, just a few more landmarks. Again, there's not many where we're going, but this storm is going to continue to get closer to bridge to adulthood. The Christiana, the Queen of Blings, Coots Farm, and then as it gets closer to Allensville, it's going to get close to Covington Grain and Seed and the post office into Allensville, and then Cardinal Canine. Those are the landmarks that this storm is going to continue to move northeastward towards. We're still waiting for more damage reports to come in. Not much has come in yet. I feel like a lot of people haven't gone out to survey damage just yet because the storm is so wide and it's still moving.
And it's still moving. Yep, and go ahead, Davis.
Well, I was going to ask Kabarius if he could take Max 2 just briefly. I just want to give you a wide overview. We don't want to stay away from the tornado warning for too long, but a lot of people are living elsewhere saying, what about me? What about my town? This is a wide view, and of course, those are all the storm reports I have in there reporting the tornado over Clarksville area. But that's what you have out there right now. Danielle's resetting right now, and I just want to give you sort of a wider view to let everybody know where they are. First of all, there's your tornado warning near Guthrie in southern Kentucky, and moving eastward through the county. It might push just south of Russellville as time goes on. There's your circulation and the debris that Danielle's been showing you. But again, this was earlier in the Rutherford Fire Station. Again, that's in Gibson County, not Rutherford County here, but in Gibson County. But back to that wider view that I wanted to talk about. Nashville's probably going to see this roughly in the 4 to 5 o'clock time period. And as we go back from this picture, if my computer will take it, to the wider view, we do have some strong storms right now that are also pushing into Benton County. Camden, you've got a pretty strong storm with a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. And don't get me wrong, we're going to go back to this tornado warning in southern Kentucky, but I just want to give a quick overview. We have severe thunderstorm warnings for Montgomery County. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Camden. It looks like you have some very large hail moving into Camden, along with possibly 60-mile-per-hour winds. Another storm right behind that, and all of these storms have rotation in them. There's another one right behind that moving towards the Huntington area there. And so Huntington over to Camden and Benton County, eventually over to Erin. And of course, there's Clarksville with the trailing edge of that storm and the tornado warning now up in Kentucky. Notice a new tornado warning right now. That's for the Russellville area down to Adairville, Kentucky. Can we go back to you now, Danielle?
Yep, we're good.
All right.
Yeah, and they're keeping with this. Okay, so we've got this tornado warning for Todd County. I want to make sure people are aware of this. The threat is considerable. The tornado is on the ground. It is large and confirmed. It is going towards Allensville. FYI, it will be going from Todd to Logan counties, so I want to make sure people are aware of that. And they have extended that, obviously, the tornado warning into Logan County until 2:45. So we are going to be on the air with you, watching this every step of the way. Here is where the green and red is. Again, it's very, very tight, very easy to see here on the radar. So greens and reds, those are the winds going to the radar and away from the radar. There is City of Guthrie right there, right? It's just north of Guthrie. The green, wind going to the radar, red, wind going away. That's where the tornado is, right there. Again, this is paralleling 79, okay? So this is going, and I'll make sure I'm showing this right, because this is 79. This is going directly towards Allensville. Now I'm going to go back to debris tracker, because here's where you can see the debris. Looks like the debris tracker coming down a little bit, so maybe not as high being thrown, so maybe it's showing a little weakening. Still showing a tornado on the ground, though, okay? Here we go, right in here. You see the yellows, the greens. That is where the debris is. So that is where the tornado is right now. So it's on basically the west side of 79 or the north side of 79, however you want to say that. But as I zoom down to some street names, again, this is going to be in Todd County, and it's right by and right on top of, should I say, let's see some of the streets. Pincham Road, Waltus Turner Road, Boyles Road, Doctors Boyles Road. It's going to you. Snardon Mill Road, sorry if I said that wrong, Curtis Small Road, Old Allensville Road, Joe Gill Road, Railroad Street, coming to you next, Gardner Road, coming to you, and then it would be over towards Gossett Hines Road, Lynn Johnson Road, Snarkleville Road. This is literally right here. So it's right on 79, and it's right by Herman Road. As you can see right in this area here, this is where the tornado is. So there's Pincham Road, there's Herman Road, there's Dr. Boyles Road, there's 79. So right in here in Todd County, tornado on the ground. If I said your street name, hopefully you're down the lowest level, center of a room, a room with no windows. You have no time. It's literally on top of you. It's a confirmed large tornado. So this is where we don't stop. We just go right away and go to the safe zone. And you need to do it out ahead of it because well, it's holding on to strength right now. It's right on 79. So again, as we move up here with some of these streets where it is now and zoom down, it's near Stardon Mill Road. It's going to be near Dr. Boyle's Road, literally coming to your street next. Stardon Mill Road. It's coming to Allensville, the west side of Allensville, Railroad Street, Old Allensville Road coming to you. Now, I would tell you there's not that many streets here, so it's more rural, but Allensville is not far from you. It's not far from Gardner Road, Lynn Johnson Road, Allensville, Daysville Road. Again, holding on to strength right in this area here. This is where the tornado is. So again, this is over in Todd County. As I show you this, and I just want to pull out real quick, show you the radar so we can kind of see what's happening. And I don't want to ignore my friends because any of these could start to rotate. And you see the lightning starting to jump up here over in Benton County. So just a heads up for my friends in Houston, Humphreys County, Benton County, coming to you next. And we'll have to watch that storm too, guys, for some rotation as well. But again, the reason we're going to stick with this is we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. It's on the ground right now. It's technically still in Todd County, and the threat is considerable with this one. The threat is considerable. It's sliding up 79, literally could be on top of 79. So if you think there's anyone you know driving towards 79 or on 79 in Allensville, please tell them to get off the road immediately. If you think there's people in Allensville that don't know that this is coming their way, let them know because this is a tornado that is on the ground, observed, and then once it goes past Todd, it slips into Logan County. So Allensville, you'd be up next for this, and then Russellville, Kentucky would need to get their act together and get ready for the tornado warning. So yes, go ahead, Davis.
If we could just take Max 2 just for a second here. We want the National Weather Service in Nashville. Of course, they don't cover Kentucky. Louisville and Paducah cover Kentucky. But the National Weather Service in Nashville is starting to turn their attention to this storm right here that's pushing into Camden and Benton County, and the other one right behind it that I believe that's going into Carroll County. We're going to put the velocity mode on it. You can actually see a circulation just west of Camden. It doesn't have a tornado warning on it right now, but you can definitely see a circulation going away from the radar and towards the radar approaching Camden. Again, it's a severe thunderstorm warning for maybe 60-mile-per-hour winds and probably some very large hail associated with this storm. When we look at it as far as the radar reflectivity is concerned, you can see that very, very dark color. That's probably very likely some hail that's pushing into Camden, and probably some large hail, in fact, extending up to about 30,000 feet. But again, they're turning their attention right now to that storm that's pushing into Benton County and the one that's right behind it. And of course, you can see the trail of damage right there with the local storm reports. But of course, the tornado warning right now is up in Kentucky right now, and but we have some trailing storms that are pushing into Benton County right now. Camden, you want to hunker down for a strong storm. It does have at least a circulation within it, though it's not tornado warned, and another one right behind it, sort of trailing behind it. Danielle?
Okay, so that's what I was also going to tell you, Davis. I'm really concerned now if we want to go over to Max 1 again, because we now have this debris about to fly into downtown Allensville. So this tornado on the ground on 79. So on the west side of Allensville, you need to take your tornado precautions. 79. If you're on 79 near Allensville, please don't be on the road right now. There's a tornado on the ground right by you that we're watching. And so we've got a confirmed tornado on the ground. I'll show you on the velocity plot. You can see the greens and reds. I mean, this is literally right here. So it's centered on 79. I would not be surprised if it's on 79 as we speak. This is going to Allensville. So here's some streets ahead of it. Russellville Road, going to go over you. Joe Gill Road, not far from you. Railroad Street, not far from you. And these roads here, I don't even know what these are, but there's definitely some roads there as well. Yes, go ahead.
And Danielle, if you do need a few landmarks, some places in Allensville that need to be taken cover are going to include the United States Postal Service in Allensville. You also have Covington Grain and Seed. You've got the Belmont Cemetery, Allensville Fire Department. We don't want anything to happen to them. And then Hands and Heart CPR over in Allensville as well. And I want to let you know that we did get a picture of some damage over at Ted's Trail in Trenton, Kentucky. It looks like there was some siding pulled off of a house as the tornado passed by.
Okay, and if you can get that in the system at all, I'd love to show that off at some point. The other thing I was going to tell you, thank you, Shelby, for that update, is this thing's really tightening up, and it just shifted. So remember, it was on top of 79. It shifted south of 79 now, or east of 79, however you say it. Allensville, you have no time. Take your tornado precautions. There is a tight couplet right here. That tornado is definitely together and holding steady. Allensville, Get down low to the center of a room with no windows. Do it now. If you have any friends in Allensville you think aren't watching our program or aren't seeing the stream, please tell them to do just that. The power's probably out for you at this point, so you got to get on the stream for sure. But this is really just tightened up. And as you look at the debris tracker, which you can tell where the tornado is, there's those greens, there's those whites. On the southwest side of Allensville, it's about to go over downtown Allensville. It took a right jog. I don't like when tornadoes start to take a little right jog. That shows some intensification potentially happening here. So I don't like the look of that as it pushes over to Allensville. So here we go again, streets, because I need you to get down low in Allensville, especially Pace Street, Campbell Lane. Take your tornado precautions now. You have no time. Carter Lane in Allensville. Take your tornado precautions now. You have no time. State Line Road. Henry Farmer Road. It's literally on top of you now. Now it just literally went over you. I hope you're down low. Gossett Hines Road, you have no time. Take your tornado precautions. If you are on the east-south side of 79 and you are in Todd County, there's a tornado on the ground near you. Joe Riley Road, Paul Young Road, Paul Hines Road, Kenny Stratton Road. You need to take your tornado. Lick Skillet Road. You need to take your tornado precautions immediately. Allensville, I hope you're down low because it's literally on top of you as we speak. And there's that circulation. You can see it's just the southwest of Allensville, but it's already throwing debris up into Allensville, right in this area here. And we just got a new tornado warning, too. This is continuing for southern Kentucky. Okay, good. So here we go. I'll just show you this again. Allensville, please take your tornado precautions. It's literally on top of you. The tornado is right here. It's right in here. So it's right by Joe Gill Road. It's right by Gossett Hines Road. Gossett Hines Road, take your tornado precautions. Lick Skillet Road, get down low now. Kenny Stratton Road, get down low. This is literally a tornado on the ground. You don't have time. Do it immediately. When you listen to us, do it. It's been on the ground for a while now, and we're watching it very, very carefully. Now, the other thing is this tornado warning that we've been watching for this and for Logan County, it's now shifting. So once it goes into Allensville, it's going to go into Logan County next, okay? So it's literally going into Logan County. Allensville is basically on the Logan County side, too. That's coming your way. It will then be coming towards Russellville or south of Russellville, north of Adairville, and then Auburn, excuse me. So if I show you this, I'll storm tracker here. This is where it's headed. It's going to be headed towards, and I'll clear this out. I think there's a new tornado warning, which I'll talk about, but this is going towards Lick Skillet at 221. You've got no time. Oakville, 234. Russellville, 240. And there'll be a Woodburn at 310. So again, this is tracking. It is staying severe and tornadic. The tornado warning now, guys, we just got a tornado warning for the one you guys were looking at too, FYI, for Carroll, Benton, Decatur, Madison. So we got a lot going on here. We're going to continue to watch everything for you. This is the one that we just got a tornado warning for down here. It's going to be for Benton, Carroll, Decatur counties here. You see this right in here. So it's on the southern side of Carroll County. It's out that way right now. It is going to be headed our way shortly. It is Doppler radar indicated. So I just want to make sure you, my folks down there, know that you need to start taking those tornado precautions. I mean, if this goes in the way it's going to be heading towards, say, Holiday at 259. It'll be in Birdsong Heights, 309. New Johnsonville, 318. Waverly, 335. So just a heads up, my friends out west, be thinking about where you're going to go and start doing it now, especially if you're in southern Carroll County and Benton County. But I really want to go back to this storm up here because this is the confirmed one that we've been watching really carefully for you, and that was throwing debris up. And you can see the green and red really tight. Now it's just east of Allensville. This is on the ground east of Allensville. There's the debris. Lick Skillet Road is right over Lick Skillet Road right now. And Lick Skillet, I would tell you, it's right on top of you as we speak. Let me zoom down, show you some roads. Okay, so it's right by Gossett Hines Road, Lick Skillet Road. Hopefully you're down low in the center of a room with no windows. Do it now. There's a tornado on the ground. Kenny Stratton Road, you need to do it right now. You need to do it in Olmsted Road now. Cedar Grove Road, you have no time. Bailey's Banton Road. This is, again, in Logan County now. We've moved from Todd to Logan. Todd County is getting cleared out of it, and Logan County is now getting under it in terms of the tornado warning, okay? And then if this continues on this path, heading towards Old Volney Road, Ferguson Road, Johnson Young Road, McIntosh Road, Campground Road, Oakville Lane. I mean, this will be going towards Highway 431 next. As you can see here. And there you see that they're flashing this and talking about the tornado warning here in particular. They're flashing this one saying it's observed tornado on the ground for Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. So again, we need to take our tornado precautions. We need to do it now. If we get any damage reports, guys, let me know. But again, this is south of 79 now. South of 79, going towards where Let me just circle this again. It's going towards where 79 hits 431 and intersects, but it will be south of it. This is where the tornado is. It's right here. So Allensville is in the clear. I don't know what happened in Allensville. I will tell you, I think the tornado went through Allensville, so hopefully my friends in Allensville are okay. But this is going this way, and it's going east, northeast, paralleling 79. That's Highway 431 where it meets, and that's going to be in Logan County, Kentucky. Tornado confirmed on the ground. And you can see it. It's very, very tight here. It's right by Kenny Stroughton Road, Cedar Grove Road, Olmsted Road it's going towards, Volney Road, Ferguson Road, Pearson Road, McIntosh Road, looks like Shackleford Road, J.B. Shackleford Road, Johnson Young Road. Want to make sure I'm saying all these names. Dawson Road, A.P. Miller Road, Johnson Young Road, Cedar Grove Road, Campground Road, Bailey Banton Road, Wash Gun Road, Spring Valley Road, Oakville Lane, Delaney Road. If I said any of your roads in Logan County and you live there, I need you to get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. You have no time as this debris signature continues to hold together. I mean, we've been tracking this storm since it went past the Air Force Base, Fort Campbell. And now it's over in Logan County, and it still looks like it's on the ground as we speak. There's that debris. And again, moving north and east. Now, if I do the bigger picture to see where it would be headed next in terms of some maybe cities or towns, and again, moving northeast at about 45 miles an hour, this is going to be going towards, say, well, it's right on Lickskillet as we speak. Oakville, it's going to be at you at 234. Russellville, Logan, Kentucky line, it's going to be, Russellville, excuse me, at 241. So it's going to be really, really soon to you. You don't have much time here, folks, as we look at the velocity product here. And there's the greens. There's the reds, as you can see right here, that we are watching. We are tracking a tornado confirmed on the ground. Again, on the ground in Kenny Stratton Road, Cedar Grove, Olmsted Road, Old Volney Road. Oh, we got okay, so what is that? Is that Clarksville? Okay, so that's the Clarksville camera. That's the storm, right? Looking at it, guys? Looks like it, yep, north and... We're looking north and east from Clarksville, right, from there? Okay.
Believe that camera, we weren't looking at it anymore because that tornado had moved so far north into Kentucky. So I'm not sure if that's precisely the same storm that far north. I'm not sure if you can see it. I think that might be a rain shaft we're looking at now. Of course, what we were looking at earlier looked pretty obvious. Right now, we are efforting. We got a pretty good tornado video from Clay Dill in the Clarksville area. He gave us permission to use, and right now, Shelby and I are trying to put that together so we can show it to you on the air here. And so we just got some technical things we got to go through. And but I want to thank Clay for sending us that video. But definitely, you could see it was confirmed in Clarksville. He had debris flying in the air and everything. So hopefully, we'll get that to you soon.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, and let me know when you get that because I'd love to show that because this is why we need to take this very seriously. We've got the tornado warning till 3:15 for Logan, Simpson, Warren counties. We've got the tornado warning for Logan County till 2:45. Right now, the confirmed tornado is still on the ground right in this area here. Again, I'm going to zoom down to the streets because I want to make sure we're doing this correctly. Right over Cedar Grove Road, right over East Old Volney Road. This is going towards Johnson Young Road, Campground Road. Folks, this is a tornado that is large on the ground, confirmed, doing damage. We have video from Clarksville now that we're going to effort to show you. We're probably getting damage reports coming in, but they're going to trickle on in. But we've got this tornado warning because it's confirmed and on the ground. I'm going to show you the debris tracker again here. And there's the debris. It's right by Olmsted Drive, Pearson Road, it's right on top of you. J.B. Shackleford Road, it's right on you. Johnson Young Road, coming right at you. McIntosh Road, coming right at you. Please get down to lowest level. Hopefully you've already done it in these roads because I named these roads earlier. The actual tornado is lofting debris over in your area as we speak. This is not good. This is not good, folks. Hopefully you're down low, lowest level center of a room. If I say your street name, do it now. McIntosh Road, Johnson Young Road. This is over in Logan County. Green Downs Road, A.P. Miller Road, D.L. Wilkins Drive, J. Montgomery Road, Keys Road, Russellville, it looks like Russellville Southern Bypass. So 431, this is going right over 431. This tornado signature is going to pass on the south side of Russellville. South side of Russellville, FYI. And again, this is going, it's right over J.P. Shackleford Road and Pearson Road as we speak. There it is. You can see the greens and the reds right in here where they're linked up. They're happening where the tornado is. It's right in this area here. So again, I want to show all of you this and expand out, make sure everybody can see this here. We've got storms we're watching. We've got several storms rolling in here. Notice we've got this one, the tornado on the ground here in Logan County. Again, moving that way to the east. And we've got another tornado warning. Now, this radar indicated this is in southern Carroll County, heading to Benton County, and even Waverly would get clipped by this eventually. So we're going to be watching these cells out west because they're going over the same air mass that this storm went over. And you notice that it has been producing a tornado. If you guys see anything from that other tornado warning too, let me know. But for
If they want to pull up Max 3,
Yeah,
we did get
Max
that
3, we
video of
finally
the
got it.
tornado that
Yes,
was
please
over on Needmore Road.
Yeah, Clay Dill sent this video to the National Weather Service, and we could go ahead and watch it all the way through here. You'll eventually see some debris flying in the air there from it. And you don't, when I looked at it, he wasn't close enough to actually see damage right where it was, but you definitely see debris flying in the air. You see a lot of it flying into his yard. He said this was Needmore Road looking up towards Trenton in the Clarksville area. So I want to thank Clay Dill for sending that in. I don't think we've actually got damage reports yet, do we, Shelby?
No,
Have you
we
seen
still
any
haven't
out
gotten
of the
any
Clarksville
damage
area?
report.
What sort of surprises me that we haven't had damage reports when we saw the debris obvious, and you can see some leaves and twigs flying in the air in this video from Clay Dill, but so far we don't have damage reports. I do believe we have a reporter on the way to Clarksville, so we're going to find out what we can find out in Clarksville. But I want to thank Clay Dill again for sending that to us, and Shelby for getting it up here on Max 3 for us so we could see it nice and quickly here without doing a lot of fancy editing there.
Right, and I appreciate you guys doing that. And you see this green and red, right, guys? This is really tightening up and holding together. This is the tornado signature. This is just south and west of Russellville. That's that same cell that they just showed you, the tornado on the ground. This is that exact same cell still holding together. Still probably a tornado on the ground. The green and red, very obvious to see the tightening there. And I'm going to get back down into the debris tracker so I can go over streets again and make sure you guys are aware of this if you're in these areas. Here's the debris. It's now over Johnson Young Road. Near McIntosh Road, where I just warned you, if you're in this area, you have no time, get down low, lowest level, center of a room with no windows. The other thing is, it's going to be heading towards Green Downs Road, BL Shackleford Road. I need you to do it now and do it quickly because the tornado is still on the ground heading your way. It's going to be near DL Wilkins Drive. It's going to be near Wilhelm Road. It's going to be near Ellis Road. It's going to be near Oakville Lane. So just a heads up, there's the debris signature right in here. It looks like it's tightened up a bit, too, as you look at here, because if you look at the greens and reds, you can kind of see it really, really tightly holding together right in this area here. AP Miller Road, right by you. I will tell you, if you live in Allensville, you're clear from this. But here's a storm. Now it's going towards, it's basically going to go over 431. It's south of 68 going across 431. So it's over in Logan County. And then it's going to be heading south of Russellville, south of Auburn. And so if I do a quick storm track on this, because I want to make sure people know ahead of it where it's going as we drive this forward, here's where it will be. So it's basically over Oakville. Oakville, you have no time. Get down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. We've got a tornado confirmed on the ground. Russellville, you're going to see this at 238, at least southern Russellville. Dennis would see this at 243, Middleton 245, Turnertown 253, South Union 256, Woodburn 306. You see a Matlock at 312, Drake 317, and Alvaton would see this at 323. So again, it's going to be in Logan. It's in Logan County right now. It was just in Todd. It's cleared from Todd. It's going over Logan. And then also Simpson and Warren are under this too. So we'll clip northern Simpson County and then go into Warren County. But again, this is a signature, very easy to pick up on the map here. This is just scary that it's been holding together so well. And I am very concerned for my friends that live south of Russellville. If you live south of Russellville, I need you to take your tornado precautions. Get down low, lowest level center of a room. You have no time in Green Downs Road, J. Montgomery Road, Wilhelm Road, Ellis Road. It's about to go over 431. Herndon Road, Nature Drive, Morton Road. I would do it now. Let's go down lower even here. Oakdale Drive. It's going to go near you. Nature Drive, West Valley Road. It's going to go near Wildcat Lane, Morton Road, Kelsey Circle, Sawmill Road, Mud River Church Road, in this area here. So again, south of Russellville, going across 431, Highway 431. It's literally, if you know anyone south of Russellville on 431, call them right now and tell them to not go south. They're going to run right into this storm. The tornado is going to literally go across 431 south of Russellville. This is Highway 431. It's right on Green Downs Road right now. There's Page Road right about to be on top of you. Russellville Southern Bypass, Wilhelm Road, Ellis Road, Wildcat Lane. all this is what's pushing right over 431, and that's the tornado that is on the ground right as we speak. And as we look at the debris tracker, you can see it too. There it is. It's the debris is being lofted around Green Downs Road, right near D.L. Wilkins Drive. So it's going to be on the southern. If you're on the southern bypass, you want to go north of that to stay away from this storm, because it's literally going to go over 431 just south of Russellville. If you see any landmarks, any damage, guys, let me know too, because I just want to point that out. Yeah, go ahead, Shelby.
Go ahead and pull up Max 3. Our very own Marcus Bagwell just sent us this video camera. This is from WKU White Squirrel Weather. And if you look over to the right side, the southwest is where the current tornado is coming from. So you can see where this storm is going to start taking control.
Okay, so we're going to have to watch this camera too, because you said this is WKU?
Yes.
Western Kentucky,
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so we're going to be watching all these storms coming in. This is good to have these videos up. Guys, if you see stuff on these videos, please let me know too. Obviously, we have to watch all this very carefully. Again, the debris, they're keeping the tornado warning going because there's the debris. It's literally being lofted around 431 now, guys. Here again is the tornado. Here's the debris signature right here. It's 2:31 in the afternoon. Please, if you know anyone south of Russellville on 431, let them know there's a tornado literally crossing it as we speak. Don't let them do it. Stay north. If you're in Russellville, hopefully you're taking your tornado precautions. Wilhelm Road needs to do it right now as we speak. Wildcat Lane, Wilkins Road, Ellis Road. You need to take your tornado precautions. You have no time. This is on the ground, right about to cross over 431. Yes, go ahead, Shelby.
If you need just a few landmarks, here's some closer to Auburn. So you've got South Union Shaker Village, you've got Flat Rock Fellowship Baptist Church, Gaines Lawn Care, Providence Fellowship, Octagon Hall Museum, you've got Franklin Amish Mennonite Church, you've got Pleasant View Cemetery, and as this continues to get closer to Woodburn, you're going to have Rich Pond First Baptist Church, Taz Trucking, Clear Fork Baptist Church, Happy Ridge Ragdolls, Cave Spring Baptist Church, Clear Fork Baptist Church. So these storms are going to continue to push forward, and as these move on, it really looks like these storms, as Danielle said, are holding its strength. It's pretty tight still.
Yeah, unfortunately, and we're seeing debris on the debris tracker, which makes me think it's on the ground continuously. So this is not good. I hope we're going to get some damage reports in here. I hope everybody is safe is what I'm concerned with mostly at this point. That's why we're sticking with this storm. I know there's another tornado warning. And guys, if you start to see anything coming from that one, let me know. I will go to that one too. But I'm sticking with this one because I'm seeing debris being lofted at 431. It's crossing 431. Headed into that Logan County. There you go. You can see this here. Dennis would see this at 242. Woodburn would see this at 306. And then Rich Pond, 309. You would see this. Again, I want to go on the street level, and I want to go to the debris again to show you exactly where this is. But this is the debris. It's now crossed over 431. Looks like the debris is a little less. That's some good news, I guess, but it's still there. It's still holding right here, east of 431. There's the greens, yellows, and orange. This is where the potential debris would be lofted. That's going to go right over Wildcat Lane in between Ellis Road. It's east of 431 now, pushing this way, as you can see right here. And again, we're going to be watching this one for you very, very carefully, because that's the concern here. And again, it's still saying observed tornado. So that's the problem here. Yes, go ahead, Shelbs.
The only damage reports we've gotten so far is from our very own Jamie Vaughn. She says that the Montgomery County EMA director said that the northern part of Montgomery County got hit pretty hard. It looks like Garrettsburg Road got hit some of the worst, and then there's damage to homes, and there's some injuries.
Oh, boy, that's not good. Okay, we're going to say a prayer for everybody out there, because that's not good. And this is the same storm that went through Montgomery County, still holding its strength. Still holding its strength several counties over into Kentucky, folks. Please take this day seriously. If you start to hear us rattle your streets and say no time, get down low. We saw tornado video. We're hearing reports of injuries, a lot of damage coming out of north side of Clarksville. That is not good news. This is south of Russellville. My friends south of Russellville, Auburn, start taking your tornado precautions now. That thing is holding together. It's going to be heading your way. Woodburn, I would start taking your tornado precautions. And it's flashing the tornado warning. So let me just see what it's saying here, because I think it's basically considerable. It's updating. The threat is considerable. It is observed. The threat is considerable. It is observed now. As it goes from Logan, it's going to clip. This is Simpson County right here, and then it's going to head into Warren County. An observed tornado on the ground. Threat considerable. So take it seriously. Yes,
If you'd
Davis.
like to reset your stuff, I want to give a wider view. We go to Max 2. And again, we're not going to ignore the tornado warning that's going through Logan, Simpson, and up towards Warren County in Kentucky. But folks sometimes want to get a wider view so they can see other storms and in relation to them. And we're going to go right back to Danielle and the tornado warning. But our National Weather Service is also really concerned with these storms that are moving into Humphreys County right now and into Houston County. And the other one that's pushing from Carroll County into Benton County. Both of those storms have little signs of rotation, though these are severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to actually want to click on this one because I believe we got a slightly different color. That is a tornado warning for Benton, Carroll, and Decatur and Henderson, so I'm stand corrected there. So we do actually have a tornado warning on that particular storm, Danielle, for Benton, Carroll, Decatur, and Henderson County. So that's moving. I'll try to put a track on that, see if I can get a speed of movement. They're saying moving east at 40 miles per hour, and that one just literally came out here. So at 40 miles per hour, let's go ahead and put a track on that. We are going to go back to southern Kentucky here in a minute, but since I'm on this particular storm right now that is warned, and it's coming in right behind the first storm that's pushing through the New Johnsonville area. I'm going to stop the movement here just for 1 second. I'm going to go to our velocity mode and take a quick look. Okay, there's
it's tightening a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
it's very tight and sort of small, but you can see definitely away from and towards the radar right there near the Wildersville area, and that's pushing through Carroll County. But I believe they said 40 miles an hour. I want to see if it's east or a little bit east northeast. That's pretty much
east.
Yeah, pretty much east. Maybe just a little bit north of due east, but it's really paralleling I-40. As you can see, I-40 is right there. And if we're going to say, if I can get this thing to move for me, doesn't seem to want to extend out for me for some reason. I'm going to have to reset to do this storm track for you because some reason it didn't want to do that for me. But let me do this one more time. I'm going to change it and do this. There's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. We got another way to do this, and here's going to be 40 miles per hour. It's going to let me go. Now, Waverly, you don't have a tornado warning right now. Camden, you don't have a tornado warning right now, but this is the same storm that could be clipping you. And we do have a tornado warning right now near the Wildersville area there in Carroll County, and that tornado warning does include parts of Benton County. So Buena Vista, 241. Robeson by 247, Holiday 249, Tin Cup 259, Huttsburg 307, New Johnsonville, which already had one storm, got the possible tornadic storm right behind it. That's going to be 308, Elysian Grove by 317, Waverly there in Humphreys County. And again, you don't have a tornado warning in Humphreys County right now, but that could change.
Yeah.
Exactly. 324 there, Gorman 332, and McEwen just east of Waverly by 337. So Danielle, I'm going to send it back to you. And of course, you got tornado warnings in Kentucky.
I got to talk about this, because I was going to say
we've
got it confirmed. They're saying in the Louisville chat, so the National Weather Service Louisville saying tornado has been on the ground for some time and continues to move into a favorable environment. People in the Bowling Green area on the south side need to take precautions. We have reports out of Todd County in Allensville on 79, numerous trees, power lines, barns destroyed, roof damage. Okay, folks, so remember we've been sticking with the storm for a reason. This went over downtown Allensville. This did a ton of damage. So I need you right now in Auburn to start taking your tornado precautions right now. And if you live on the west side of Auburn, start doing it. There is a tornado on the ground doing damage as it went over Allensville. We were showing you the debris tracker there. And I just want to show you exactly here. This is where the debris would be, near Airport Road, near Line Road, Dennis Corneth Road, Montgomery Road, Carter Road, Morton Road, that area there. Now, I will say on the latest scan on the debris tracker, not showing as great of a sign here, but as you look at storm, the velocity, the green and red going together still looks good. Maybe it's cycling right now. We've been hearing reports of that it may have cycled at one point, lifted back up, it came right back down. And that could be happening as we speak, because you see the bright green, wind going to the radar, bright red, wind going away from the radar. And again, that's sliding. This is 68. So that's Highway 68. I believe there's Auburn. This is going directly to you, Auburn, and going directly along 68, just so you know. So again, and we just got another tornado warning. What's that for? Houston and Humphreys County now have a tornado warning too now, guys.
We were just talking about there, Danielle. I'm locked up on Max 2, so you need to take that one.
All right, I got it. No, it's tornado warning for Houston and Humphreys County. This is until 3:15. So again, let me go right there for that for 1 second here. I'm going to go back to it, and I'm going to just show you all the big picture here so we can all see everything that's happening. Okay, so we've got this southern tier and now we've got we've got the northern tier, and now we've got this, western tier starting to come in. And remember, all this air has not been worked over. Same type of air mass that was over in Clarksville. And so let me zoom in here. I'm going to show you this. This is the tornado warning. So this is going to be just along west of Waverly here. There's Johnsonville, west of Waverly, okay, till 3:15. I'm going to show you storm velocities just to see where the green and red is. And you can see there it is. There's a bright green, bright red right in this area here. So it's just, okay, so it's going to basically go parallel. There's 70. Okay, so this is in Humphreys County, or Houston County, about to go into Humphreys County. That's Waverly. That's going to go directly towards Waverly and over 13, where 13 and 70 meet. So again, if I show you this here and I pull out so you can see this a little bit, a little bit bigger picture-wise, this is, there's Dixon County. There's Humphreys County, as you can see. This is on the Benton County side, about to slide into Humphreys County. Even Houston County is in this. And so, yeah, go ahead,
If you need just a few different landmarks, this storm that we're looking at right now, it's going to continue to push closer to the Shell station. It's also going to push closer to Deerfield Inn, P&K Automotive. You've got Occidental Chemical, OxyChem, and then as it continues to push upwards, it's going to get closer to Humphrey County Convenience Center, Peak Trucking, LMI Tennessee, Waverly Wood Sawmill, R&D Towing and Recovery, Wallace Processing and Taxidermy, Pack Lumber and Hardware. So that's just a few places. And if it continues on this same track, it could get close to the Waverly Central High School.
Good to know, Shelby. Thank you for that. Keep me updated if you get any damage reports, all that good stuff, and anything on cameras. But here we go, just so you know with this one. Now, I will say the rotation looks a little broader right now, but still tornado warning to this. We want to take everything seriously. Easily could be tightening up as we speak. Heading towards Pigeon Roost, 247. Oldfields Place, 244. You got no time. Take your tornado precautions now. Waverly, 249. Start taking your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows, bathroom, basement. Do it now. This is a serious situation. It's going to be in Gorman at 257, McEwen 2305, Edgewood 315, and then Ruskin 316. It is moving east at about 45 miles an hour. Now, that's the one storm that's tornado warned. I want to make sure you see this because you see where this storm's going, right? We've got another one back here moving into also what?
Yeah, back is sort of following the other, sort of a training effect. Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting, but that's what I was about to point out was that we have that other storm that has the tornado warning that goes into Benton County from Carroll County. So you got two different ones, one that's just about into Waverly and the other one that's crossing into Benton County as we speak.
Yeah, I was going to say, Davis, and it's moving to Holiday, and we're going to have to watch some of these. You guys continue to watch these too, because these are all backing up, and all of this is going over the same air mass, which creates spin in the atmosphere, so we need to watch it. But this is the other one that is Doppler. Both of these are Doppler radar indicated, just to let you guys know, but I want to make sure we're not forgetting you all. And all of this is going to be shifting, closer to Dixon, Nashville, all that. That's the stuff we're going to have to deal with as we head into the 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour. But I do want to go back up here because they're flashing this. Okay, the good news is it looks like they're saying this is good. The latest update from this one for Logan, Simpson, and Warren County, now it looks like it went back to being radar indicated. So what that means is potentially not on the ground anymore, but still could be cycling. This one cycled, came right back down again. So we want to still take this seriously. But the good news is with this one, this could be Doppler radar indicated at this point. Let me just look at this again. You can see that. I mean, there's still a good signature here on the greens and reds. As you can see, this is Bowling Green Road here near Auburn. So this is Auburn, friends. My friends in Auburn need to take your tornado precautions. Greens are the winds going to the radar. Reds are the winds going away. When you see them touching like that, that's where that potential rotation would be. So if you live on the south side of Auburn, if you live south of 68 here, right by Auburn, start taking your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. And looking at the debris tracker here, the good thing is, guys, as we look for the first time, I think, since this storm started, debris is lightening up here.
If you read this, you might have read this already. I'm going to say Dan McKinney out of the Louisville Weather Service office says the storm headed towards Bowling Green has thankfully lost its debris ball. So just what you're saying. So think the tornado has lifted, but it's likely going to cycle. And again, this is what you were saying, again, in this environment. So don't let your guard down, even though right now they may not be anything on the ground. That's his opinion right now by looking at the radar, which is pretty much what you just said.
Right.
But they're sort of reiterating what you just said.
That makes me happy, Davis, to know that there's nothing on the ground. And you could see that because that's the debris tracker here. And where we were seeing, remember, we were seeing that bright white, that bright green, that bright blue. That was where the potential, the debris signature was found, where it was lifting up things. Now it has basically evaporated. But my friends in Auburn, you still have a tornado warning. And you still have a green and red signature moving right your way. So I want to make sure that you know this, that this could be up in the upper atmosphere still swirling and could easily come right back down. The green is the wind going to the radar. The red is the wind going away. When you see them touching like this, that is where that potential tornado would be, right by Auburn. So Auburn, I need you to take your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. I know we've been watching the storm. It is cycling right now, so I don't think it is on the ground. But again, just to get some streets out here too, I just want to zoom down because we're near Auburn, which is a bigger city. We're going to be near Peterson Avenue, Friendship Road. It's right now over Montgomery Road. Now, again, just so everybody's aware of where we're talking about, when I give you the bigger picture, we're watching the swirl up here, and this is going to be in Logan County. It's east of Russellville, so you're safe in Russellville now. You're safe in Elkton, for now at least. For now. I'm not saying forever, but for now. This rotation is about to clip into northern Simpson County. So if you live in this little area right in here, just to the west of Woodburn, you need to be taking your tornado precautions, and Woodburn too as well. You're going to have to be watching that as well as it comes in. And then Bowling Green would be next, which would be where... Okay, and that's Bowling Green. Okay, because that's that's Bowling Green live on the box. Okay, so we can see the clouds out there right there. So we can see the darkness in the background. You see, that looks like a well-defined thunderstorm here. Now, hard to tell. It's very far away what's actually happening here. But, of course, if we get any lowerings again, we're going to be able to tell that right away with that box right there, as you can see. So, again, we are watching this cell. This cell this one is probably cycling because if I look at this now, it still looks pretty tight, and it's just south of Auburn. And it's going to be heading towards Friendship Road, RLL Scott Street, Flat Rock Road, Milkins Chapel Road. South of Auburn, please take your tornado precautions. City of Auburn, please take your tornado precautions. Lowest level center of room, because this could easily drop down. As I look at debris tracker right now, the good news is it does not look like it's throwing debris. Bad news is it's already done this. It's already lifted once and come right back down. And as I put a storm track on this, because this is going towards Bowling Green, which is not good news for that city. So it's going to be heading towards, as you can see here, Woodburn, 302, you have no time. Only about 10 minutes or so to get down. South Union, you have no time. Petros, you have about 5 minutes or so to get down low. Bowling Green, you'd see this at 3:14, and then we would see this in, say, Hardcastle at 3:22. And so we're going to be watching. You see the rain coming down here, too. So want to let you know, even though it's daytime, we've got dumping rain with this. We've got hail coming out of these storms. Very hard to see a tornado if it's on the ground anyway. We showed you a tornado video earlier from Clarksville. We saw the debris being lost, but it was hard to see it because it was just, it's still rain wrapped. There's still rain around it. So just a heads up, we're going to stick with you for a while here because we've got several tornado warnings, and I'm going to go big picture here. And I've got, Davis Nolan, Shelby Mack is staying with me today. And we were talking about all this. As you look at the bigger picture, you see the storms. Nashville right now, okay, but look at these storms about to push in to now Dixon. We've got another storm that's right over Waverly as we speak. So I'm going to go down to that one real fast just to check it out and see exactly what's happening down in this area. So we've got this one for Houston and Humphreys. Again, this is Doppler radar indicator. I'm going to look at the greens and reds real fast just to see if I can see anything here. Looks more broad-based to me right at this point. I'm going to look at debris just to see. Hard to tell, but there could be something right in here, which would be on the north side of Waverly. Okay, so we're talking about Humphreys County now. All right, I'm looking at that storm here. If you're in Waverly, I need you to take your tornado precautions. Yes, Davis, go ahead.
Shelby's got something for you.
I've got a good picture for you in Max 3.
Okay.
This is going to be of Clarksville. There's some power lines down. Traffic looks like it's gotten backed up pretty badly. You can see where these power lines have started getting pushed over off into the distance. Again, this is over in Clarksville. So this is what we're watching. This is some damage that tornado that is now making its way through Auburn has done.
I was going to say, and Shelby, looking at that map there, I'm glad it looks like the Clarksville, at least those cars stopped when the tornado went across, most likely, is my guess. And there's probably power lines on the road, and that's probably why they're stopped, because there's live power lines. Remember, if those power lines get pulled over, they could still be live, so just be very, very careful. Getting any more pictures, getting any more damage reports, guys, please let me know. For now, we're going to continue with the tornado warnings we have here, because we got to watch these, because any of these could start to cycle, come down on the ground. So we've got several tornado warnings here on our map. Want to make sure people are aware of this. The big one, again, Houston and Humphreys, we've got one. We've got one right behind it. I haven't been paying attention to this one, but it does look like this one has quarter-inch hail with it. It's Doppler radar indicator. I'm going to go look at the this one's tightening up a little bit by Holiday, for sure. So this one's right by Holiday. This is going to be in southern Benton County. Tightening up pretty good. But if this one holds together, this would be going, because it looks like it's going due almost east at 45. So this is going to be going into from Holiday to Chaseville at 256. It would be in Eagle Creek at 309. It would be in Bakerville at 320. So again, this would go from Benton County, and it looks like almost into southern Humphreys County as we look. But again, if you look at the bigger picture here, I mean, that would be going southern Humphreys and then could clip Hickman and Dixon. And then we've got the one in Waverly right now. That will be headed into Dixon County next. That we'll have to watch for. And if I put a storm track on this one here as it moves, I mean, this is going to go over some major cities. We've got Waverly under it right now. So Waverly, I need you to take your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Please do it now. Gorman, I need you at 301 to do your tornado precautions. You got 10 minutes. I would do it now. Start going down the lowest level, center of a room. Even though we don't have anything confirmed yet on the ground for this one, these storms don't take much to do it, folks, and this could happen very rapidly. So I need you to be taking it seriously. Yes, Shelby?
If you need just a few spots that are over by Holiday, this is going to continue to push closer to the Palestine Cemetery, DNR Pallet, the Holiday Community Church, Caps Cemetery, and then as it continues to push over, it's going to get closer to Benton County I-40 eastbound rest area, Johnson's Oak and Oddities Homestead, and Little Tracks Cabins.
Okay, good to know. And so that's that storm right here. Let me do a storm track on that one that, Shelby, you just mentioned that. That's great to know. Right around the Holiday area. And again, if I do that one and it's going straight forward, you know, where's it going to go over? Some storms it's going to go over only, that's a city. Kegeltown will be around you, 320. Bakersfield, 318. We talked about that one. Then Spot, 345, being Tidwell at 420. But notice it's going to be going, and possibly that southern stream could be clipping southern Dixon County, you know, as we go throughout the night as well. So we've got two circulations just to make this aware west of Nashville. There is Nashville, as you can see here. There's Nashville. Here's the storms. We got one right here over in Waverly. That's number one. The greens and reds, winds going to and from the radar. Second circulation over in southern Benton County. That's south of Camden. These are moving this way. So again, folks, you got to be prepared. Looks like 5, 6 o'clock for Nashville. I would tell you, you're going to be seeing it. Dixon's going to be seeing it sooner, probably like between 3 and 4, at least this first round. And then as we look ahead, we still got the one up to the north too. And I want to look at this one again because it looks like it kind of pulls together again pretty well. This one's kind of scaring me a little bit again. So let's look at this. This is to the east of Auburn. This is moving towards Woodburn, moving towards Bowling Green. Looks like it's trying to lock back up again. Let me make sure debris. No debris tracker on this one still, though. But this one looks really pronounced in terms of there's still some tightening going on. It might be cycling at this point. This is on 68. So again, this is the tornado warning storm. I know I'm jumping around a bit, but I want to make sure I'm hitting everything. This is the one for Logan, Simpson, and Warren County. This is the one that put down the tornado in Montgomery County. And now potentially cycling at this point because we're looking at a live shot there. That's Bowling Green. And you can see we've got dark clouds out in the distance there. Hard to tell if there's anything going on just yet. A lot of lightning, too, with that one. But again, as you can see, the sky turns really dark. You're not going to see this if a tornado comes down from those clouds because it will probably be rain wrapped. And we've got that tornado warning for that area. That's going to go until 3:15 in the afternoon. Now, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, too, which we'll deal with that later, but I want to make sure we're aware of that. And that looks like that's for Humphreys, Dixon, Houston, and Montgomery County. So maybe they're going to let the tornado warning go. Guys, if you find anything out about those western ones, let me know. But I'm going to stick with this one for just a second because this is the one that was already cycling, already put down the tornado. This is Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. Again, right now I would tell you the bulge of where the potential tornado, it's east of Auburn, so it's right in this area here. So it's really in northern Simpson County. Woodburn, start taking your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Do it now. You have no time. And then Bowling Green, start doing it too, because even though right now it may not be on the ground, this thing has been cycling a lot. It looks like it's trying to lock up a little bit more right in this area here. So as I go down to some streets, right now it's over Hardison Road, it's over Shakertown Road, Sam Hollins Road, Robertson Road, Sloss Road. And this is again, so this is in northern Simpson County. The roads I'm telling you is northern Simpson County, but this is about to go into the Bowling Green area, which these roads, you know, this would be into 68 It would go over 65. It would be just north of Woodburn. But if you're in the Woodburn area, I would tell you to start thinking about your tornado precautions there as well. We're going to need that for sure. And we're going to need to watch that for sure, because that's definitely important for all of this. We've got, several areas around Bowling Green to watch for in particular here. We've got, 31 West. We've got 68 Highway. And we got 165. It would go around there as well as it pushes in. So, and yep, they're continuing that tornado warning. They just issued it. So they're going with it. Let me just see here real fast for this one, because this is the one that was concerning me, but they're going to keep it going for Warren and Barron counties. I know that's getting more on our fringe level, but we still want to keep going with its tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 8 miles, southwest of Memphis Junction, moving north at 40 miles an hour. So again, they are sticking with this storm to the north. This is going to go over a heavily populated Bowling Green for sure. So we're going to need to watch that one as well. So again, watching a lot of things on Storm Tracker Radar Network as we speak.
If you want to catch your breath, I was going to give a wide view and point out a couple of things. And again, we have tornado warnings right now for 3 different areas of southern Kentucky that you were just showing. We got the 2 tornado warnings, one that's pushing into Houston and Humphreys County, and the other one that's pushing into Benton County out of Carroll County. And both of those storms have some circulations associated with them. You also have severe thunderstorm warnings associated with both those, and also some large hail likely seen with both of those storms as they move. And this one's just north of the Waverly area. As we look at the particular velocity modes of both of those, I'm going to switch over to a different mode. Don't see it as much unless I go to the storm relative velocity. And you see this one that doesn't look real strong, but sometimes that can be deceiving. That's just to the in the Waverly area, and these would be winds going away and winds towards the radar. And then the same thing here in southern parts of Benton County near the Holiday area. That's the ones that you were just showing a moment ago. Now, up in southern Kentucky, this is the one that you were just seeing that's southwest of Bowling Green, and this would be you can see the red right next to the green there, and obviously this is the potential tornado that's right along the highway between Auburn and Bowling Green. Now, as far as the debris tracker from that particular storm, it hasn't been, let me see if I can go back over to it. We're not seeing that much as far as that's concerned, which is good news so far. One thing I did want to point out, and when you're already into storms like this, tornado warnings, usually we're not showing the severe outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, but they've actually added this enhanced risk that includes Nashville. That's the category 3 out of 5 now. There's your enhanced risk you can see written on the top part of your screen. So this enhanced risk includes the Nashville area and all the way down to southwestern parts of Middle Tennessee, while we have the slight risk category 2 for pretty much elsewhere across the area. And of course, we have the tornado watch in effect until 7:15 or 7 o'clock, I should say, for most of Middle Tennessee and southern Kentucky, except our far eastern counties there. So again, we've got tornado warnings, 3 different areas for tornado warnings in effect right now up in parts of southern Kentucky, which Danielle's going to go right back to in just a moment, as well as the Houston and Humphreys County tornado warnings, and also Benton County, maybe eastern Carroll, but I think that's left Carroll County. But in Kentucky, we still have continued tornado warnings for this possible tornadic storm that's just to the west-southwest of Bowling Green. I'm going to go back to you, Danielle.
I was going to say this. So, Davis, one thing you were mentioning, right? We were talking about that one in Houston, Humphreys County. I was just looking here at the National Weather Service chat, and they were talking about there was the potential brief touchdown west of Waverly. We don't know the validity of that because it's coming from somebody else, but want to warn people that there may have been something that happened around Waverly. If you know, if you're in Waverly, if you've seen anything, say something. Send us any pictures if you have anything, if you can do it safely, any damage of debris. We heard that on the chat. Not sure the validity of that, but just want to make sure we're aware. I mean, looking at this too. Oh, whoa. Where's that? Is that Bowling Green? Okay, I'm going back up to Bowling Green. Okay, Bowling Green. We're going back to Bowling Green real quick. Yeah, that's getting real shaky over there. That's a little scary. Okay, let's look at this one again. So again, I'm going to show you this real fast. This is the tornado warning for Bowling Green. It's for Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties. This is in effect until 3:15, but it has been extended. As you can see, the tornado warning now goes over into not only Warren, but also Barron counties. This is the one that was tornado warned, had a tornado on the ground in Clarksville that we have pictures and videos from that we've been showing you, and it's done a lot of damage that way. Also have reports of a lot of damage in Allensville, Kentucky from this one, like where it may have lifted, then came right back down. But this, again, is the greens and reds here. And I want to look at the debris tracker to see if anything's coming down on the ground. I'm not seeing any debris yet, signatures, but still, we do not want to let our guard down with this cell in particular. This cell has been rocking and rolling for now I would say almost 2 hours as it's moved through multiple counties in our viewing area. So again, as we look at this, let me get down to some streets here and see if I can zoom down and see if I see any streets. Let's go down over here maybe. Not seeing anything here. Okay, we'll come back up. But this is going to go into Bowling Green or go south of Bowling Green if it continues on this path. And that's the Bowling Green camera in the distance there. You can see definitely a ton of rain with this storm. So if there's a tornado that comes down or touches down from it, you're definitely not going to be able to see that. So we did put a tracker on this, and you can see that there. And it looks like they're flashing it, so that means they're probably continuing with this one. And I'm going to look at that update real fast in 1 second. But it's for Rockfield. It's on top of you right now. You need to be down in the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Woodburn, you've only got 3 minutes now coming right at you.
And Danielle, if you want some landmarks for
yes,
Woodburn.
go ahead. Go ahead.
We've got Cheney's Dairy Barn. We've got Rich Pond Stables, Rich Pond First Baptist Church, Jay's 24-hour mobile service, BG Firefighters Associates, Southern Kentucky Electric, Diversified Fencing Plus, Whitestone Barn, and then Michael O. I might butcher this one. Michael O. Buchanan Park. That is some of the places, including South Warren High School and Rich Pond Elementary School. Those are where this storm is going towards Woodburn.
Okay, good to know. So, and Shelby just mentioned those landmarks. And by the way, Woodburn, you've now got 2 minutes. So I need you to get down lowest level center of a room with no windows. You see that live camera there. You are not going to see a tornado if it gets spawned down and brought back down to the ground. By the way, we have this tornado warning continuing for not only Warren County, but it's also going to be for Barron County now. So Shawnee Estates is going to see this at 311 Eastland Park. This is 313 Bowling Green, Warren County Regional, that's the airport, 315. Mount Victor, 317, Hardcastle, 323, and then Martinsville, you would see this at 334. Three Forks would see this at 335. So again, this is the green and red. This is the concern right in this area here. I mean, this is not far from Bowling Green. I would tell you, anyone in downtown Bowling Green needs to take their tornado precautions now. Going down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. This would be going over, just so you know, the rotation over 165 and then eventually 65. It will go over 65 again. I would say south of Bowling Green it would go over, and we'll have to watch for that as well. This is moving north and east, and it's moving at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. So again, looking at the debris tracker just to see, not seeing any debris on that one. But again, going to be watching this one as well as several others, because we've got this tornado warning. It's saying Doppler radar indicated. They're continuing this one. Just so you know, this is going to be for Barron. Whoa, that was a good lightning flash right there. That's a little scary. Just watch that live camera, too. You'll be able to see this. You can see it happening. Oh, we just got a new tornado warning, too, so we'll go to that one. It's obviously not in southern Kentucky. I'm guessing they're going to extend those ones out for Humphreys County. Yep, they're extending it out for Humphreys County, and that's going to be until 3:30 in the evening. So, again, we'll go to that one in just a second, but I do want to show you this, because look at the way the darkness on that map there in the live camera there. That's the Bowling Green camera. That's the storm coming in as we speak. That's a tornado warned storm. It's Doppler radar indicated. Looking at the greens and reds, it's spread out. It's definitely spread out rotation, but it's not to say that something couldn't be trying to make its way to the ground. As we speak, you see the green and red getting a little tighter as it moves over 31 west here. 31 west, just north of Woodburn. That's where that potential rotation would be. That would be going over 65 and 165 corridor, probably where it meets directly here, over William H. Natcher Parkway. So, yeah, right by Bowling Green University, you know, the whole 9 yards here. We need to be paying attention to this because it's right near you as we speak. Yes, go ahead.
In the Clarksville area, of course, we know we've had a lot of damage, especially the northern part of the county, and they've set up a place for people to go to a shelter at Pisgah Elementary School. That's at Needmore and Hazelwood in Clarksville. That's Pisgah Elementary School. That's going to be an emergency shelter for people that need a place to go right now in Clarksville. Again, that storm is not in Clarksville anymore, but about an hour or two ago, we were tracking it right through Clarksville, and it was obvious that there was damage there and a tornado on the ground. So Pisgah Elementary at Needmore and Hazelwood, that's a shelter in the Clarksville area.
Okay, that's good to know. And I'm going to keep going. And I was going to say, Shelby, if you won't mind looking at my phone here and calling this person back, because they're actually in Clarksville, and see if you get any information from her. But keep Shelby's mic down while she talks on the phone real fast, because she's one of the people I know from Clarksville that's on the Fort Campbell Air Force Base, so she may have some good information for me too. She's good at this, my friend Allison. Okay, let's just talk a little bit more about this storm, though. So we've got this one going over down. It's going to be right in Bowling Green right now. As you can see, it's coming on. You can see it's coming on strong. It's getting really dark in nature here. And the greens and reds are still pretty tight as they move closer to 65. It's also William H. Natcher Parkway, where 65 and I-65 get together. I just want to make sure you're aware of this real fast here. This is the storm that we're watching. This is the one that already produced the tornado in Clarksville near the Fort Campbell Air Force Base, produced potentially tornado in Allensville, and now looks like it may be trying to tighten up or get its act together. Still broad-based rotation, but again, I'm watching this one because it's concerning to me, and we're going to continue to watch to see. Debris right now not showing up that much, but again, we're going to be watching that storm. That's the one storm that's tornado warned. It is Doppler radar indicated for Barron, Edmondson, and Warren until 4 o'clock. So we're going to be watching that storm too. So as that goes over Bowling Green, we'll continue to show you it. If we start to see anything on that camera, let me know too. I do want to go to the other tornado warnings because we've got quite a bit on the radar map here, and I want to make sure I'm not forgetting my friends out to the west because you're probably getting nervous. A lot of storms about to move into southern Montgomery County again, moving into Dixon County, Houston County, and one thing's for sure, we do have another tornado warning for Humphreys County here. It is Doppler radar indicated until 3:30, but again, this is for this cell. There's a bulge right here, as you can see here. There's a bulge right in here, just south of Johnsonville, and that is what's pushing in to parts of Humphreys County right now, and they have gone ahead and issued the tornado warning again for this area. As I look at the greens and reds here, I do want to show you the bright green and bright red getting tighter. Okay, so this is the area right in here in particular. And as I zoom down here, let me look at some of these here. This is going to be near Birdsong Road. This is heading towards, so there's New Johnsonville. If you're in New Johnsonville, start taking your tornado precautions. This thing looks like it's tightening a little bit. Bright green, bright red, green's going to the radar, red's going away from the radar. When you see them linking up like this, that's where that potential tornado is. Birdsong Road, it's also going to be near, I'll say some more streets for you just so we can get down here and show you it. Oh, it's moving fast too. I just moved a little bit more. So this is actually going to be over near Hickman Road. Just again, a point of reference, we're talking about southern Humphreys County, south of Waverly, where we have the greens and the reds. Now I'm going to look at debris tracker real quick. Uh-oh, this doesn't look that good here in New Johnsonville. Something could be happening. I don't know if you're getting anything in chat. Are you getting anything in chat?
Well, we're going to check here right shortly. I was going to put a storm track on that particular storm. I'll let you do that while I check the chat here.
Okay.
And the latest that we have was, of course, the tornado warning for Houston and Humphreys County, but report of, let's see, I think that was no, we have another report out of Montgomery County. Reports of RVs tipped over, possible injuries, but it says Montgomery County, so that's probably from the prior storm, I guess, that particular storm. But yeah, the main thing is putting, if you want to put a storm track on this one, that you've got debris apparently showing up right now.
I got debris now.
On
this.
So if you're in Humphreys County, this is moving into Humphreys County right now. It's what, over Benton County?
It's into Humphreys County now, I believe, now.
Yeah, just crossing the line in the Benton County, Humphrey County line, right along I-40. I guess you could say it's just south of I-40 right there.
South of I-40, south of Waverly. Yep, Dave is exactly. Huntsburg, it's going to be near you at 309. You need to get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Bakerville, you need to get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Hurricane Mills needs to get down to the lowest level center of a room. Now, it's hard to tell. There's greens, there's whites here, right in this area here, just south of New Johnsonville. There could be potentially something on the ground. I would not be surprised because these storms, they happen fast. They start to cycle. So again, southern Humphreys County, James Road, Chapel Road, Woodland Drive, Crockett Road.
Hey, Danielle, we did get a few of these storm reports. So some of the spots that got hit the hardest, it looks like over in Clarksville, they got absolutely slammed. Fort Campbell Boulevard, that's exit 86 right over the state line across from Fort Campbell Post. It looks like everyone is doing okay, but there is complete damage there along with Fort Campbell Post. People are, again, okay, but there is complete devastation there. And then we talked about this one. Peachers Mills, that's one of the spots that we talked about earlier.
Yep, I remember.
They're apartments. There's an apartment complex that the second floor is completely gone, along with Tiny Town Road. That got hit really badly off of exit 1. And then we are going to get video pretty soon of touchdowns over in Whitfield.
Thank you, Shelby, for that. And keep that up to date with whatever we're seeing. I need to know. But this one in particular, south of New Johnsonville, is making me a little bit more nervous. So I want to watch this one carefully for you and show you this. Again, this is the tornado warned storm in Humphreys County. It's right on the edge, as Davis was mentioning, kind of pushing from Benton County into Humphreys County. The green and red getting a little tighter together. And there is a little bit of debris. Now, this is kind of a spread out debris tracker, so I can't say, yes, it's on the ground for sure. But what I would be concerned with is if it is on the ground, it's throwing debris around, say, Long Street. This is in Humphreys County, if I'm telling you your name, just south of New Johnsonville, Woodland Drive, Link Road, Old State Road, Hickman Road. If you're in this area here in particular, south of New Johnsonville in Humphreys County, there could potentially be something on the ground right now. Now, yes, go ahead.
The service is talking about that right now. They're not mentioning the debris because I have to admit, when you see the debris, that tracker stretched out in that line right now, that's sort of that interference that you and I have talked about before. So it's possible it's debris, but it's harder to tell in that situation. But they're looking at the signature that you're showing right now. And I'll tell you what, if you want to go to Max 2, I've got a storm track on it there.
Go ahead.
If you go to Max 2, but the National Weather Service is talking about this now, and they're saying that, you know, there is a likely tornado. That I guess they're trying to imply that it is on the ground. I'm trying to look at something else they sent us to from Fort Campbell. But anyway, strong indication a tornado just crossed the Tennessee River into Humphreys County, like we were saying, based on the Fort Campbell and Old Hickory radar. So both radars, they really think that's a very tight signature. They believe that's probably on the ground right now. And you can see the times of arrival. Places like Hurricane Mills, 3:17, Waverly by 3:19, Gorman, 3:26, McEwen, 3:31. We're looking at Tennessee City at 3:39, Edgewood, 3:41, Dixon Municipal at 3:46. Dixon itself at 3:48. Now, Dixon County, you're not in the warning just yet, but you could be if it wants to continue that long, and Burns by 3:53. Let's go back to Danielle and Max 1.
All right, here we go. But yeah, and that thing is jumping fast. That green and red is getting tighter and tighter. And like you said, Davis, I was watching the debris. You know, it's hard to tell because it was elongated, as we were kind of mentioning. But what I am concerned with is the fact that we have that bright green and bright red kind of tightening right here. So it's south of New Johnsonville. It's near Sycamore Landing Road. This is in Humphreys County, south of Waverly. Highway 70. That's a familiar one for folks of you. If this continues, this is going to go over 13 south Waverly. You see this here. Green, wind's going to the radar. Red's wind going away. When you see them touching like that and linking up, that's where the possible rotation would be. That's going to be going over 13. That's the tornado warned storm right in here. As you can see, it's going to be south of Waverly, south of McEwen. But here's the thing. Once it goes through Humphreys County, it's heading towards Dixon County next. So we'll have to watch for that, as well as maybe even Hickman County. So there could be a lot of folks in the path of this storm. So let me just zoom down to some street level. I'm just going to look at the debris one more time. Yeah, the debris is really elongated, so it's really hard to tell with that. But that green and red is getting tighter. So if I zoom down to just the green and red area, it's going to be near Coke Lane, Refuge Lane, Crockett Road, Chalk Hollow Road, Flatwood Road, Mill Road. If I'm saying your street names, I'm telling you right now, get down to the lowest level center of a room or room with no windows. This is in Humphreys County, south of New Johnsonville. If I'm starting to say street names, you know it. You have friends there, family members there, call them, let them know. They might be, they might not even have power at this point, so it might be hard to see, but we have a stream running too, so watch that on Facebook Live. Also, the WKRN Weather app continues to update you. We've got Bakerville Road right here. There's Chalk Hollow Road. There's Moore's Landing, it looks like. There's also Forks River Road. I'm just going to go over some more streets. Beach Creek Road, Forks River Road, Hurricane Mills Road, Bucket Branch, Highway 13, it would then go over there. So we've got to watch for that. So again, the green and red is right here. It's also not far from Cat Hole Lane, Cuba Landing Road, Sycamore Landing, Bakersville Road, Chalk Hollow Road. And right now I would tell you it's over Refuge Lane, Link Road, Coke Lane, Long Street, Crockett Drive. Just a heads up, this is in Humphreys County. And again, still kind of holding together here, right in this area here. So that's where that rotation would be. This is Humphreys County. This is going to go basically how it's going, north and east. Dixon, you could be in the direct path of this storm as it continues to move your way. And honestly, this is going towards Davidson County too. So eventually, Cheatham, Davidson County, you would get into some of this if it continues that way. Like we would see this storm here moving to, say, Bold Spring at 3:30. We would then see it moving to Tennessee City. This would be at 3:48, Dixon 4 o'clock, Charlotte 4:07, Kingston Springs 4:27, White Bluff 4:16. We see this in Scottsboro at 4:46, and then Nashville would see this around 5 o'clock. So that is a storm of concern. Yes, Shelby, go ahead.
And Danielle, if you do need a few landmarks for where this storm is currently, it's close to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Department services. It's close to Morris Cemetery, Ebenezer Cemetery. It's close to UTI Contract, Logistics, and DSV. It's close to Duck River. That's one of the spots that we've talked about for our tiny towns. Neblett Cemetery, Winstead Turf Farms of Nashville. It's not in Nashville.
Yep.
That's the name of the location.
Yep.
You've got Simpson Cemetery, Glenwood United Methodist Church. It's going to, again, getting closer to Bakersville Road. We're going to continue to follow that upward. It doesn't look like there's many landmarks until it gets closer to Waverly.
Okay.
But as it does get closer to Waverly, right now it's on track to get closer to Tractor Supply Company, the Walmart near Waverly, Rusty Rooster, and then the Ascension St. Thomas, Three Rivers as well, along with Waverly Animal Shelter.
Okay, thank you, Shelby, for that. That's good. I love showing these reports. And by the way, we are showing, what is that camera? Is that Dixon? Thank you. That's Dixon. So we're going to watch that. I don't know if it's facing the right way, guys. We might want to get it facing west so we can see these storms coming in if it isn't. We'll shift that. Davis, by the way, Davis, Nolan, Shelby, Max still with me this afternoon. We're continuing to keep you safe, keep you informed. We've got several tornado warnings. Going to take you out here and just show you again what we're showing. Got a tornado warning in Humphreys County. We've also got one down here over in Barron, Edmondson, and Warren counties. This is over in Bowling Green. It's on the east side of Bowling Green. We've been seeing the greens and reds. I just want to see debris tracker, not seeing anything on debris tracker, but this is the one that did a lot of damage in Clarksville near Fort Campbell Air Force Base. It also did damage in Allensville, and you can see it's still holding together a bit. There's the greens and reds there. It's spread out. It's definitely broader base rotation, but there's still going to be significant wind, rain, hail with this storm. Everything, you name it, it could be in it. And this storm, again, moving north and east. Just want to make sure my friends know this. It's on the east side of Bowling Green, and then it's going to be heading out of basically Warren County and then into Barron County. Could clip Barron County, parts of it at least, say near Apple Grove. You'll see this here. And Cave City, 4 o'clock. It'll be in Plum Springs. It's right on top of you right now, so hopefully you're taking your tornado precautions. Yep, go ahead.
One of the latest things in the chat is that we're now getting a lot of pictures, so I'm making sure to put those in so we can look at those in just a minute, but also with the tornado watch. The counties in Middle Tennessee that are not in a tornado watch, get ready. You're likely going to be added to a tornado watch as we continue to watch these storms come downstream.
Okay, that's good to know. And I mean, here's the thing. Unfortunately, that air mass is across all of Middle Tennessee. It doesn't stop at a highway or anything like that. We've got warm dew points. We've got spin in the atmosphere. Got a lot going on. You see, as the big pictures we kind of expand out for you here, we've got that line of storm starting to develop. And it looks like there's that secondary line starting to develop here. But this main line out ahead of it is going to be the more potent one. And you notice as it pushes here, nothing's in front of it. So it's only going to continue to maintain strength or intensify as it goes over air that has not been worked over just yet. So again, we are going to be watching these storms in particular. Want to get right to this one in the tornado warning here. I'm going to break down the Humphreys one. We've also got, just so you know, severe thunderstorm warnings now out for parts of our area. This is going to be for southern, not to scare my friends in Montgomery County, but you still are under a severe thunderstorm warning south of Clarksville now, so the other way, and it's moving towards Cheatham County. So Cheatham County, get ready, it's coming to you. Over in Dixon County, you've got some severe weather getting close to you in Charlotte. Dixon, you've got the tornado warned storm not very far from you. I would say it would probably go between Dixon and Charlotte, that tornado warned. And Waverly right now, just south of you, is where that tornado warning currently is and what we've been watching for you all day. And you see the greens and reds here, and I'm going to zoom in here. South of Waverly, here it is, and I'll circle it for you. So this is about to go over 13. There's 13. You see that? That's Highway 13. There's Highway 70 or whatever state highway. They're actually going to connect, so it's really going to go right south of Waverly. But if you live south of Waverly along 13, start taking your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. You see that bright green, bright red, bright green winds going to the radar, bright red winds going away from the radar. And that's what we have to watch for and see as we go throughout the afternoon. Now I'm going to look at the debris tracker just to see if we're seeing anything. It's really hard to tell though, because it's kind of elongated out, but there may be some debris happening. If it would be, it'd be over this area here, but let me see where the radar is. It's a little bit south of that, so that might not be exactly right. But right in this area here, near Hurricane Creek Road, Bakerville Road, coming to you. It's going to be over 13 pretty quickly, too. Heading over Hurricane Mills Road, so Hurricane Mills, take your tornado precautions now. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Just so you know, we've got that, and now we've got a new tornado warning. Okay, so it's extending it. Basically, we're extending this one out, guys. So we got Davis, Nolan, Shelby back with me. We continue to keep you guys safe and informed. Oh, this is a new circulation, guys. New circulation. I'm going to zoom into this here. All right. We've got a new one up here, guys, so just to warn you now, and if, Shelby, you can find me some landmarks, I'd love it. But this is going to be near Sladen, Van Leer. This is over in Cheatham, Dixon, Houston, Montgomery. Here's what I'm telling you. This whole line can start to spin at any point. And you see the bulge right here. Right in here. is where that potential tornado could be. So right in here, we're watching that, and that's moving northeast at about 40 to 45 miles an hour, I believe. Still want to make sure that's the case. I believe so. It's going to be Doppler radar indicated, moving at 40. It's 11 miles east of Aaron, moving 40 miles an hour. And it is moving. Oh, and they just extended the watch, it looks like.
I'm for you.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's a lot of different cemeteries, but we do have Jones Taxidermy as one. We've got Camp Hickory Hills. We've got Balthorpe Cemetery, Dixon Cemetery, Reagan Cemetery, Lighthouse Mennonite Church. Again, these are all ahead of Van Leer. You've got the Grove Gun Dogs in Obedience, Moore's Taxidermy, Cowboys of Faith Arena, Etheridge Cemetery, Dodson Cemetery. Looks like it could be sitting almost directly on top of Willow Ridge Golf Course. And then we are going to continue to watch this storm continuing to move into Van Leer. So once it gets closer to Van Leer, there's even more landmarks, including Morgan's Market and the Dollar General and Van Leer Elementary School.
Okay, that's good to know. And you see this green and red. We're starting to see this tighten up a little bit right by Van Leer. Now, let me just look and make sure the debris tracker, nothing crazy is happening yet. Nothing yet, but the green and red is getting tight. And so as I circle it, I'm going to go over to some roads again. Shelby just mentioned the landmarks coming in, but some roads are, it's going to be near Leatherwood Road. It's basically the rotation's over 49. And this is going to let me zoom out real fast, make sure I get my bearings here for everybody. Okay, so the rotation is in Dixon County. Rotation is in northern Dixon County. There's Montgomery, so not that far from southern Montgomery County, not that far from what will be Robertson County, Cheatham County. There's that rotation right in there. It's south of Sladen there, and it's pushing on in. So again, as I zoom down in here, and I put a storm track on this one for you, because I want to make sure people are aware of this as it moves up. I mean, it's going to be going over places like Sladen. You only got 3 minutes. Please get down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Coming right at you, Van Leer, you've got 4 minutes. Go down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Do it now. We've already had storms that produce tornadoes today. Would not be surprised we get more storms that produce tornadoes this afternoon and even into this evening. So heads up, I know the tornado watch, I think, just got extended for a lot of counties. So you guys can tell me more about that in just a second. We've got Davis Nolan and Shelby Mack with me. Woods Valley is about 3:30 when you'll see this potential tornado. You know, it's Doppler radar indicated, but it's there. Hamble, 341, Neptune 350, Beech Grove 351, then Lockertsville would see this at 358. So again, northern Dixon County right now under the threat for a tornado warning. Here again is that warning. It's for Cheatham, Dixon, Houston, Montgomery counties until 3:45 in the afternoon. I don't know if the Clarksville camera can go south again. I don't even know if we can do that, but if we can, that'd probably be a good camera to look at, as well as Dixon. If we see anything, let me know. And we got Chandler upstairs. She's keeping an eye on things for me, too. If you start to see anything crazy on cameras, let me know. We've got also the tornado warning out in Humphreys County, the storm behind it. And as you look back here, you see a line of storms starting to develop here. So just want to point this out. Our southernmost counties, Wayne, Lawrence, Giles, don't let your guard down. All this is what's coming to you. There's severe thunderstorm warnings over in Mississippi. All that's coming to you. Also, as you look here, they're continuing that tornado warning up in Bowling Green area, too, so we'll watch that as well. But we've got 1, 2, 3 tornado warnings, several severe thunderstorm warnings, so we're watching little miniature vortexes in between. Yes, okay, Shelby, you've got Clarksville damage to talk about?
Yeah, so these are the pictures that we were just talking about. This is over at Peachers Mill Road. This is that apartment complex that second story just got completely ripped off. You can see where these power lines have been going down as well. Again, a lot of this is coming from that rotation, but along with those straight line winds. So it kind of got that double whammy. Again, with these power lines down, you can see all of this debris that was likely picked up and tossed as well. I wouldn't be shocked if some of this debris isn't even from the apartment complex. If it's from miles away and just got thrown towards it. Now it looks like this is some very serious damage. Looks like the siding was ripped off of this apartment, parts of the roof. That one side completely collapsed. And as you can see, this is why we tell you to go down to the lowest part of your house, because that second story just got absolutely taken apart, along with those power lines coming down. Now here's some video of that tornado. You can see exactly where it's coming from. Okay, that's over in Clarksville. That cloud has just dipped completely down. It's a completely dark column that's going to continue to push over. You might even notice it looks like there might be a potential for some power flashing in there, unless that's a different sight, but it looks like overall this storm was moving very quickly. This is the storm that we were talking about that was moving at 60 miles per hour earlier. So that is that dark shadow. And then, of course, right in front of it, at the view we're looking at, everything looks so calm on the river. But this is how tornadoes work, everybody. They come down and they take over very quickly in very specific spots. Now, this is another video that we're looking at. This is from Clay Dill, and this is going to be closer to Needmore Road over near Trenton, Kentucky. Now this storm, it looks like you can almost see it rotating together in the backyard. Those leaves are getting picked up, and that dust storm almost looks like that cloud could just drop down at any moment. So this is something that we have to continue to watch. And if you maybe want to go over to Max 3, I can show you exactly what we're talking about with this tornado watch. It was extended. That is over all of Middle Tennessee now. So that does include all of southern Kentucky as well, besides Trigg and Christian counties. It does include Todd, and so that's something that we're going to continue to watch as well, because we are not out of the thick of it just yet. I know we have been on the air for so long. Danielle, you need to take a sip of water after we've had all of this. And then here's a few more damage pictures for you, okay? So this was south of Trenton, Kentucky. This was sent over from Adam May. Those trees just completely snapped. It looks like that ground could have been a little bit more saturated due to those slick roads and heavy rainfall, and then those power lines came down with it as well. And then if you want to look at this other picture, this is siding from a house that was just carried into Adam's backyard. This is near Ted's Trail. And again, that siding is not from his house. It's from a neighbor's, and those winds just completely carried it over. And then this is going to be over on Gillum Hollow Road near Indian Mound. And this was from Cumberland Electric. Look at those power lines just completely in the road. This could be a serious problem. If you are driving anywhere in the area and see something like this, do not get near to it, because those lines could still be live. I know there's lots of EMAs out right now trying to fix all of the problems that are happening across Middle Tennessee. I've been on the line with people that are over near Clarksville right now, because these storms are going to continue to take over. So this is something that is going to be active almost all day long. We are not out of the thick of it. I know we've been on the air for so long, but you need to stay weather alert continuing throughout the rest of the day. Maybe go ahead and give your friends a call over in Clarksville, closer to Montgomery, Stewart County. Make sure that if they don't have power, that they're watching us through the live stream, that they have the app, so they're getting these watches and warnings, because these storms aren't done just yet. I know it's been a long day, but we are still here. We're going to continue to watch, because these storms are not done with us. I mean, we still have this active line coming through. It's still got to make its way across the plateau. And just look at this. They're completely coming together. This line has gotten much stronger as it's moving northeastward, and it's going to continue to get closer to Ashland City, Kingston Springs, Dixon, Charlotte. So we're still watching all of these, Danielle.
I was going to say that. And just to let you guys know, I know Chubby was showing a lot of damage coming in, and I want to apologize. I know it's Fort Campbell Army Base. Want to make sure I didn't say, I think I said Air Force. Sorry, in the heat of the moment, we say things. But I want to tell you, we're watching several circulations. We just got a brand new tornado warning. I want to make sure you're aware of this here. This is going to be for Dixon and Humphreys County now till 4 o'clock. We also got this one that they're continuing with till 3:45 for Cheatham, Dixon, and Montgomery County, just to show you these circulations. And then I'm going to let Davis talk, because he's got a little bit of an update as well. I want to circle these. They're going to be south of Waverly. We've got one here. We've got one here just east of Sladen. That's northern Dixon County. And we've also got one, so we've got one in northern Dixon County here that we're watching potentially could be on the ground. That's pushing towards Pleasant View. We've got a secondary one south and east of Waverly. That's moving towards Tennessee City and would be moving actually towards the Dixon area. And then finally, we've got the one tornado warning that I just want to make sure everyone knows is still up this way. We're watching it. It looks like the rotation's broadening. It's over Oakland right now. But again, this is a tornado warning for parts of Barron County and Warren County until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're going to be watching all that carefully. Now, I know, Davis, you have a lot of stuff you've been watching, too. Do you want to go over what's going on where you are?
I just want to give a wider view. We've had a lot of folks asking, what about the Nashville metropolitan area? Because we've been talking about zooming in on all the places we've had tornado warnings, and we're going to continue to do that because that's the most important thing. But just to give you a quick wider view about Nashville, did a storm track with these storms roughly moving east-northeast at about 45 miles an hour. First of all, we already have storms around the Dixon area, but Ashland City 345, Greenbrier 358, 408 for Millersville, and Goodlettsville, I should say, at 412, and then Nashville at 426. That's about 1 hour from now. So we don't have any warnings for Nashville right now. We have this tornado watch in effect till 7 o'clock. That includes Nashville, and it's been extended even further. By the way, Gallatin 430, Green Hill 443, and Brentwood 450. I just want to give a heads up for the metropolitan area of Nashville. About 1 hour from now, we should have these storms in here. And by the way, one of the storms that's in the Dixon County area, it's north of Dixon in the northern part of the county. I wanted to show you the Dixon camera. We pointed it north, and at least right now, as we look north on our Dixon camera, the Enigenberg exteriors camera out of Dixon, we're not exactly seeing anything significant right now. I'm not saying that there isn't a possible tornado in the northern part of Dixon County, but at least we're trying our best to use the best visual we can along with the radar. But we're at this time not seeing any on camera in the Dixon area north of Dixon where that tornado warning is for that area. But again, Nashville, about an hour from now, should be in your area. Now, Danielle's going to go back and zoom down to the individual tornado warnings.
And I was going to say this, guys, real fast, and I want to make sure that you guys know this, that we have no damage reported in Simpson County for that one up in southern Kentucky. So that's some good news there. I mean, it's still tornado warned. They're going to keep it going until 4 o'clock, I believe. But this one in particular that we were watching that at one point was really, really strong and, produced the damage in Allensville, started to produce the damage in Fort Campbell, Clarksville area. Now is weakening a bit. Still, we'll have to watch it. We've got a little bit of rotation by Oakland there, just so you're aware of that. So let's go into, we've got one tornado warning there. Then we've got these other ones that these are getting closer to, this is about to move into Montgomery, Cheatham, Dixon County. Right now, the rotation is over in Dixon County between Sladen and Van Leer. As you look at it right here, there's the greens and reds. I'll zoom in and I'll show you this here. It's about to go over this circulation that is Highway 48 here. So again, Sladen and Van Leer, you're okay, but now 48, it's between 48 here. It's going to be moving towards, say, let's see, right towards 12. Let me get a storm track on that one for you and show you some cities around there. Pleasant View, Ashland City area, you guys would be up next for this circulation. And again, this would be moving between, I would say, Ashland City, Pleasant View, and even Greenbrier here. So just to let you know, it's going to be around Coling, 341, Beech Grove, 349, Lockertsville, 356, Ashland City, 401, Pleasant View, 406, Forest Grove, 418, and then Greenbrier. You would see this at 428. Did you say something, Shelby?
Yeah, Danielle, I just wanted to let you know some of those landmarks that it's getting closer to right ahead of Pleasant View. It looks like it's going to get closer to Sharon Kennels. New Hope Seventh-day Adventist Church is getting closer to J.N. Plumbing. All-American Home Improvement, Solid Structure Home Inspection Services, Camp Sycamore Hills, Felt Cemetery, A&A Tree Service, Quality Brush Stump. Even it could be sitting really close right now to Lock A Campground, Purdue Pond Wildlife Refuge, Sycamore Creek Recreation Area. So we're going to continue to watch this storm because it gets closer and closer to Pleasant View. Looks like it's going to be staying south in Montgomery County instead of exactly where that damage was just happening. But all of our friends over in Montgomery County and Clarksville need to still stay on that high alert. I know there's so much damage right now, but this storm could still pop up, move a little bit northward, and hit you again.
Okay, we got a problem now. I think this one is actually on the ground, this one in northern Dixon County. I just went to debris tracker and we're seeing it. All right, folks, this is the one right now. This is over in northern Dixon County. Shelby was just telling you landmarkers, guys. Shelby was just telling you landmarkers. If you're by those, I need you to get down low. Lowest level center of a room with no windows. We're seeing debris. Debris is actually being lofted, and the National Weather Service just said they would not be surprised if a tornado is on the ground. So let me zoom in real quick to some streets here. If I say your street, it's over top of you. Bone Road, Woods Valley Road, Foster Road. This is in northern Dixon County. If you are in northern Dixon County, I need you to take your tornado precautions. Lowest level, center of a room with no windows. You have no time. Tornadoes on the ground. This is confirming it. This is debris. When you see the bright whites, greens, we were showing this earlier today. Bone Road, Woods Valley Road, Foster Road, Gamble Hollow Road. Right now, taking your precautions. This is going to go over 48. Oh, yep, it's getting bigger in debris, guys. Foster Road, Gamble Hollow Road. This is going to go near Swift Road. It's going to be near Souls Chapel Road. It's going to be going over 48 very quickly. 48 between, it's hard to see. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So it's 48. You can see it right here. I'm going to circle it right here. Tornado on the ground, on the ground. Can't stress this enough. This is on the ground. This is going to be going towards Pleasant View. Let me put a storm track on this for a bigger one. And I'm going to Yeah?
While you get that set up, let me give you a few more of those landmarks that it's sitting on top of right now. So that's going to be Reese Chapel United Methodist Church, Rocks Springs Free Will Baptist Church, Harpeth Ridge Fire Station. It is so close to you. It might just cusp you, okay? You've got Hagwood and Hand Cemetery, Tally Cemetery, North Pole Farms Christmas Tree Division. I know a lot of people are probably out doing their Christmas shopping. We need to be alert right now. You've got Southside General Store, Historic Collinsville, Shelton Ferry WMA, Hiding Place, Major Cemetery. This is exactly where the storm is coming. And just to the north is Cabin Row Missionary Baptist Church, along with Batson Cemetery, Stacker Cemetery, and Grace Chapel Church of the Nazarene.
And we just got, thank you, Shelby, for that. If you guys are listening to her, if you know you live by those, take your tornado precautions now. Lowest level center of a room with no windows. Do it now. It's observed. It's officially observed and on the ground again. So here we go again, okay? This is on the ground. It is observed, and it is throwing off debris. So I'm going to go to the debris tracker because I think that's the easiest way to show you exactly where it's throwing the debris and exactly where it's going. So it's going to be near Freeman Loop, Starks Road, Souls Chapel Road. This is, if you live on the edge, okay, and I got to warn you this is on the edge, by the way. This is Dixon County, northern Dixon County. That's Montgomery County. There's Clarksville. So it's on the edge, right by the Montgomery-Dixon County line. That would go across Ashland City. You would be in the direct path of this. If my friends are in Cheatham County and also Pleasant View, you're in the direct path of this, I would start taking your tornado precautions. I'm going to get down to street level because I got to go over these again. Barton Creek Road. Right now, the streets it's literally throwing debris over is Gamble Hollow Road, Foster Road. It's probably throwing stuff near Swift Road, like I just talked about before. Cloud View Lane, Souls Chapel Road. It's going to be going near, let's go down a little bit lower and see if we can get some street names here. Sorry, I'm zooming in tight, but I want to make sure I get as many as I can. Beef Range Road. It's going to be near Freeland Loop, Freeland Cemetery Road, Shelby. Just crossed over 48. So the tornado is across 48 now. The tornado is across 48, heading towards, here's some other roads. It's heading towards St. Michael Road in Dixon County, heading towards Cunningham Road in Dixon County, Shelter Branch Road. It's also going to be heading towards Hamble Road in Dixon County, it looks like. And I mean, that debris is now very close, guys, to southern Montgomery County. So it's also near, in Montgomery County, near Mount Herman Road, near Rise Chapel Road in Montgomery County, not far from Grays Chapel Road, Watkins Road, Watkins Ford Road, Daly Dunn Road. That's in Montgomery County, those streets. But back over in Dixon County where it's throwing debris, it's near Cheek Road in Dixon County, northern Dixon County, Souls Chapel Road, Freeman Loop. It's going near Cunningham Road, Galleon Road, Shelter Branch Road, Swall Road, Hamble Road. If I'm saying your streets, Rock Springs Road in Dixon County. Get down, lowest level center of a room with no windows. We don't have time on this one. This one is on the ground, confirmed. We may even get some damage reports coming in. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing anything in the chat about it, but I know they confirmed it. And they're reissuing a warning, it looks like, in northern Dixon County. So they're going to do it again. So we're going to stick with this one, okay? There's a tornado debris signature. There's a tornado on the ground. It's lofting debris right over Souls Chapel Road, right in this area here. This is where the tornado is on the ground. So it just crossed over 48. It's moving east-northeast, going towards Freeman Loop, Cunningham Road, Souls Chapel Road. It's literally throwing debris. I hope you're downstairs in your basements. I hope you're in your lowest level center of a room with no windows. Beef Range Road, Cheek Road, hopefully you're down low. Pate Drive, get down low now. You don't have much time. St. Michael Road, Weems Road, McCaslin Road, Hamble Road. If I'm saying your street names, I need you to do it now. You don't have a lot of time with this because there's the debris. I'll circle it again on the radar here and just pull out a little bit more so you can see exactly where this is. Not that far away. I mean, oh, it just moved again too. So let me circle it again. Right in here, there's even been debris being lofted into Montgomery County, and that's going to be moving into Cheatham County next, northern Cheatham County. So Pleasant View, this is directly coming to you next. And if this holds together, here's where else it would be going towards. Coaling, it's going to be on top of you in less than 4 minutes. Get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Beech Grove, 349, not that much time. Pleasant View, 405, in about 20 minutes or less. Pleasant View, you need to be getting down low. I would do it now. Get prepared. Take the family. Get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Yep.
This storm is sitting directly over Southside General Store. Fire Department, historic Collinsville, Shelton Ferry WMA. And then it looks like it could potentially cross over the Cumberland River, getting closer to Hiding Place, Major Cemetery, Hollis Nanny Cemetery, Candy Cane Christmas Tree Farm, Walton's Chapel United Methodist Church, Gnome Garden and Nursery, and then if it continues on this same path and doesn't let up, it could continue to get closer to Cumberland Grill, Gumpton Cemetery, HBR Lumber, Juniper Rain Aesthetics and Wellness, Southern Grace Hair Salon, the Dollar General on Highway 12. It could even get close to Clarksville, ISR Miss Page Thaxton. So here's just a few spots that we need to be alert for. This storm is getting closer to you. It doesn't look like it's letting up.
Yeah, not at all. And we've
throw in the storm track on Max 2 real quick, and we'll go back to the here, but it's definitely had a huge debris signature on it. Coaling, it's right over you right now, and if it moves east-northeast at 45 like they're tracking it, Doddsville by 345, Beech Grove 347, Thomasville by 354, Pleasant View pushing into Robertson County by 4 o'clock, 406 for Coopertown, and 408 for Glover Crossroad, Crunk by 411, and Greenbrier in Robertson County by 417. Now, Danielle, they've just extended that tornado warning, and looks like it is going over into Robertson County, definitely going across southeastern parts of Montgomery County. So that's the track into that, and you were looking at the debris. It's still continuing there. It seems like it's spreading out a little bit as it gets a little bit higher, and the debris is now just literally going right across the junction between Montgomery County as well as Dixon County and over into the tri-junction, shall we say, of that in Robertson County. We did have if we can pull up our Dixon camera real quickly, it's pretty far away, unfortunately. It's just not close enough. This is so far north of where this is, but you can see at least the storm off in the distance there from Highway 46 and the interstate there, but you're not really able to see the actual tornado, but that's the storm off in the distance looking from I-40 and Highway 46 from the Dixon area. But let's go back to Danielle for some specific tracking.
I was going to say, and if you see anything, guys, on cameras or damage reports, please let me know. I just want to make sure everyone's seeing this. This is observed now, folks. We're just showing you that there's debris on the ground, but it is an observed tornado on the ground and it's a warning for Cheatham, Dixon, Montgomery, and Robertson County. In fact, this is about to slide in to northern Cheatham County and then eventually into Robertson County here. But there's Cheatham, there's Montgomery, and there's Dixon County. So again, it's observed. If you live in this area here, right by where those three counties get together, do your tornado precautions. I'm going to go over streets because this is the debris right in here. It's going near, just so we know where it is, it's right near Rise Chapel Road, throwing debris, St. Michael Road, Shelter Branch Road, Rock Springs Road, Bloom Landing, Miller's Chapel Road, Cheatham Dam Road. It's going to be near you, Jones Road, Bloom Landing Road, Old Ferry Road, Neptune Road, Batson Mill Road. And then once it does that, that would be into, just making sure I'm saying this right, Highway 48. Okay, so wait, okay, so we're going Highway 48. Who's in there? Jerry, okay. Okay, we've got Jerry. He's driving Highway 48 towards the storm. So we might be able to see something from Jerry coming up here shortly. Now, remember this. You do not want to be a storm chaser like our folks. You want to stay in the lowest level center of a room with no windows. And if you think you know anyone on the roads right now, as we're starting to see this debris really lofting up here, you need to take those tornado precautions. Lowest level center of a room with no windows. Here again is where the greens and reds are, okay? And as I put a storm track on this one, because this is the one that I'm more concerned with. We do have another tornado warning, by the way, still over in Tennessee City area here. And that's going to be for, let's see this one. This one's going to be for Dixon and Humphreys till 4. But that's just radar indicated. The one we're going to stay with is this one here, because this is the observed tornado on the ground that's throwing debris up in the air here. And you can see it's kind of spreading out, throwing a lot more debris here, which is not great. So this is going to be right near Rock Springs Road, Bloom Landing Road, Old Metal Road. This is going to be going, as I circle it, and then I'll just show you a storm track on this one. It's going to be moving northeast at about 45 miles an hour. So my friends, I need you to really, really, really go down low. Right now, you don't have time if you live in Doddsville. Doddsville, you've got 3 minutes. There's a tornado on the ground headed right to you. Please go down to the lowest level, center of a room with no windows. You see those yellows and those blues. If you're looking at that, that is debris being lofted in the air. This is our debris tracker. And as it gets brighter, unfortunately, it means there's higher levels. It's being thrown higher in the atmosphere, which means a stronger tornado has formed. Okay, so this is going towards, say, Beech Grove. at 349. Cheap Hill, 352. By the way, that's our Dixon camera looking out at the storm. Lockertsville, 356, and Pleasant View, you will see this at 405. So Doddsville right now, lowest level, center of a room with no windows. Do it now. If you know anyone in these cities that are on that map right now and you think they're not watching, they're not paying attention, please call them, let them know there's a tornado on the ground headed in their direction, okay? So again, we're gonna go down to streets because when this happens, I like to go to the street level, let you know where the debris is being lofted. It's right by Bloom Landing Road, Old Meadow Road, Batson Mill Road, Jones Road, okay? And this is going towards Shannon. It looks like Shannon Access Road maybe, Beach Grove Road, Miller's Chapel Road. There's also a lot of debris over, say, in Cunningham Road. Looks like McClasson Road, Shelter Branch Road, the things we've been talking about here. And we do have a tornado warning. They're continuing this till 4:15. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to look at this. This is Dixon and Cheatham County that they're issuing a tornado warning for. Radar indicated. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back to this. I'll show you all the maps here, and we'll get right out for this. So we've got the confirm. Oh, this is for the one down south. So they are going to continue this one too, guys. So now we've got two cells we got to watch. This is for Cheatham and Dixon. This cell, the southern cell, would go directly into Nashville for the record. This is going to go directly into Kingston Springs. So if I do a quick storm track on the southern tier, just so people are aware, you don't have much time for some of this. This is going to be heading into Dixon downtown, 351, and it's now 345. So Dixon, you've got a tornado warning, Doppler indicated storm. Dixon, you need to take your tornado precautions. The city itself right now, because we've got two circulations we're watching. Charlotte, you've only got about 5-10 minutes max. White Bluff, 407. Kingston Springs, you would see the storm at 417. Pegram, 423. Nashville, you would see this at 450. Inglewood, 455. And then Hendersonville, 508. So again, this is the secondary rotation that we're watching that also has a tornado warning, and you can see it here, the greens and reds, just to the west of the Dixon area near Tennessee City. It's pretty broad-based, but it is here.
And Danielle?
Yes.
While you were talking about this one, you were already saying how quickly it's moving, but I just want to give you an exact number. It's about east at 50 miles per hour. So that's the one that's near Dixon. And then that tornado is radar indicated for that rotation. What they're most concerned about is this picking up some debris and tossing it towards other places.
Okay, so we have to watch this because that's now you said it's 50 miles an hour, so that makes me a little nervous because now that I'm going to do a new track on that one, just so you're aware, you've got 3 minutes in Dixon to get down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows. Burns, 355, Kingston Springs, 408, Pegram, 413. You would see this in Nashville now around 4:31. So it's picking up speed in about 45 minutes. Nashville could see a tornado warned storm. We've got that one that's Doppler radar indicated. And then we got the secondary one up here that I want to go back to because this is the one that's observed. So I want to go back into it, and you can see there's the debris. So I don't want to forget about my friends because this is going right to Pleasant View. This is about to go over 12. It's going to go over 12, Highway 12 it looks like here. And this is right over Rock Springs Road. This is into northern Cheatham County. So the debris is between, if you can see this here, I'm going to just show you. Again, this is Dixon County here. So Montgomery County, it's now cleared you. Southernmost Montgomery County, it's now this little bulge right here over in northeastern Cheatham County, and then there's Dixon County, and that's the debris right in there. So again, let me go down the streets so we can talk about that tornado on the ground. And again, where the debris is being lofted, it's going to be near Bloom Landing Road, Jones Road. This is in Cheatham County now. Rock Springs Road. There's probably some streets getting some debris over in Dixon County and Old Meadow Road. Also in Rock Springs Road in Dixon County, Hamble Road. But again, as we go into Cheatham Road, it's good because it's coming, or into Cheatham County, it's going to be going towards Jones Road, Old Ferry Road in Cheatham County, Justice Road, Neptune Road, Adcock Road. It's going to be near Ewing, Albright Road. If I'm saying your street name, you don't have much time, guys. There's a tornado on the ground, and it's about 1 to 2 minutes away from you. Beech Grove Road. This is in Cheatham County, Cheatham Dam Road, Pleasant Valley Road, Stewart Road. This is going towards 12, Mosley Ferry Road, Poplar Ridge Road, Sweet Home Road, Lillard Williams Road, Woodard Perry Road, Stewart Road, going over 12. So, friends, my friends in northeastern or northwestern Cheatham County need to take their tornado precautions now. There's debris being lofted right around in Cheatham County, Rock Springs Road, Justice Lanes, Jones Road. Hopefully you're downstairs in your basements, your lowest level. Old Ferry Road, Hunley Branch Road, Neptune Road, get down now. Justice Road, you don't have much time. Cooper Cemetery Road over in Dixon County needs to get down low now. Hager Wood Hollow Road probably is getting damage being reported. Rock Springs Road and Hamble Road also needs to be concerned because there is definitely a debris signature over your area. And there's where the rotation looks like it's jumping pretty fast. right in this area here now. So we'll have to watch and
Danielle,
see. Yes, go ahead.
If you'd like a few of those landmarks, we've got Pleasant View Nursery and Florist, True Local, Harvey's ATV Parts, Dunlap Roofing. Moving up north just a little bit farther, you've got Larry Stoveson Equipment North, Highland Chapel Baptist Church. And again, I'm following Route 41 right now. So you've got Ronnie's Bargain House, 41A Truck Repair, Old South Freight Services. There's a Dollar General and a Shell that are close to there. The Castle, and that's just a few of these spots that are just north of Pleasant View.
Okay, good to know. And by the way, in the chat room, guys, we're getting some good pictures from Clarksville. Unfortunately, not good pictures, damaged pictures, really bad damage pictures from the Clarksville area. I don't know if we can effort getting some of those in. They're not looking good, put it that way. There's a lot of buildings leveled. Okay, let's go back to this because, guys, we've got to take it seriously. Obviously, we had a lot of damage in Clarksville. We are now looking in Cheatham County now. This is over Jones Road in Cheatham County where there's probably debris being lofted right in this area and here in particular near Bloom Landing Road. That is moving towards Neptune Road. If I'm saying this, I hope you're down to the lowest level center of a room with no windows because there is a tornado on the ground right by you. And please take it seriously. We've had a lot of damage already coming in and people have been injured too today, which is not great. Okay, we've got Neptune Road coming up next. We've got Cheatham Dam Road coming up, Mosley Road coming up next, Sweet Home Road coming up next. Let's go down to some of these cities. Isaac Clifton Road, Houston Felder Road, Mosley Ferry Road, Poplar Bridge Road, Hazel Drive. This is going to go right over 12, Lock Wall Drive, Cheatham Dam Road, Saddle Tree Road, Sweet Home Road. These are all in Cheatham County. If I'm saying your street name, go down the lowest level center of a room with no windows. There's a tornado on the ground headed your way. Leo Baker Road, Thompsonville Road, Old Clarksville Pike, Spring Creek Road, Pleasant View Road. This is all coming your way, and it's coming your way fast. Now, it looks like the debris has shrunk a little bit. Let me look at the relative velocity here product and see what's going on here. Hard to tell what's happening. It looks like the rotation's up here now, so I don't know why there's debris back there. Who knows, but we'll watch all of this very carefully. There could be some debris in this area here. Maybe it is cycling again. I don't really know. But this is a storm that we're watching. It's right in here. Okay, they did change this. Well, no, that's not the right one. Let me go up here. This is still observed. Yep, it's still observed at this point. Could be cycling, though, this storm as we speak. Yep, go ahead, Davis.
Okay, we're concentrating on two different tornado warnings, and that's the one that showed the biggest debris signature, the one you're showing. But in Dixon right now, we do continue to have this tornado warning. And if you take Max 2, you can see it's a broad circulation. Usually you see it much.
Max 2.
Our director, if they could switch to our Dixon Enigenberg exteriors camera. And if you'll switch over to that camera, you can see the dark cloudiness that's moving into Dixon. You can actually see that storm that's coming into Dixon as we speak. And I'm trying to sort of look and see if we can't see something extending out of those clouds there, sort of zooming in and not seeing anything really obvious there, but we're sort of panning back and forth on this storm on our Dixon camera here, and you can see the dark edge of the cloud, and it's definitely the storm pushing in. Right now, I'm not making out anything that's really defined, very well defined as far as moving into Dixon, but you definitely have the storm moving in, and you do have the tornado warning for the Dixon area as well. We're generally looking west. I'm going to widen that view out, back out again, and you can see it's a rather tall thunderstorm, or you can see the top of it as we widen the view. It's you can see how big the storm is, and there may be a couple of little appendages there hanging southward or downward, I should say, out of that storm. But that's what's moving into Dixon right now. And you do have a tornado warning in effect. It's a much more broad circulation. The one that's really been producing the debris, though, is the one Danielle's been tracking further northward. That's crossed over towards, I think should be the Robertson County area by now. There, Danielle.
Well, it's definitely close to it. I'll tell you that, Davis. It looks like it's now basically in that area here. I'm going to look at
Max 1 again.
Yeah, we can go to Max 1. It looks like now the debris, if anything, let me go look at the track here. Hard to tell exactly where this is. It looks like it might be broadening out a little bit more, this storm, but this is the one that was confirmed on the ground in this area. And of course, if you get any damage reports, let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But please just be very careful, because I know this storm is packing a punch. It had a tornado on the ground at one point. Still looks like there's a little bit of debris. I'm not sure if this would be, but if there was any, it's right around Oak Plains Road now, Hunter Road, Williams Road. I mean, it could be throwing things a little bit farther north. Thompsonville Road, Stroudville Road. And again, as I look at this would be, the debris would almost be in south. Now it's almost in eastern Montgomery County here. So this is a cell right in this area here. I mean, it's right on Montgomery line. I mean, it's very far south and east of Clarksville, but it's right near Pleasant View. That is going to be pushing right into Robertson County, like Davis mentioned. There's Springfield right ahead of it. Tell you Springfield, I tell you Pleasant View, get down the lowest level center of a room with no windows and do it very shortly because you need to do it now. We're really concerned with all this.